enough, or like
You might not
does it always
that.
does it ever get cut out?
Know that sometimes you might not be catching this right now, but just know that sometimes it don't catch us. Thanking you guys for your support. It blocks it out. Just little skips. I guess sometimes it takes a second, doesn't load it all up.
It makes us look like some fucking dicks.
I was 12 hours later. Maybe it needs longer than that to put the entire bit on there for all I know.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for keep watching. Appreciate the likes, the shares, the subscribes. You guys know the business. Blah blah blah. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. Really working on the cast today. Improved a lot of things, a lot of separate areas. You can find us on Instagram now. If you want to look up the tshowLive, you can see us on there.
Yeah, we're looking to make some, looking to make those highlights, those clip videos. We're looking to put that together.
Steve over here is a master wizard. Steve, you could basically call him like, he's basically the Nikola Tesla of our generation. A lot of people don't know it, but soon you'll find out that the man built a supercomputer. He built an AI.
AI sex robot.
He built an AI fuck robot. I like calling them fuck robots. It's so much better, bro.
And I whore it out. So if anybody's interested, okay, if you want to come fuck over this fuck robot.
What do you think? Do you think that would be legal or not?
What, fucking robots?
Say I create a robot, a fuck bot, and I let other people pay me to fuck my bot.
You pay, so you whore out your robot.
What a time!
You're whoring out your robot.
What a time! What a time to be alive.
I mean, you've seen those crazy things where like they have those VR headsets and it's like the robot that sits on your lap and like sucks your dick. Like,
that's not a robot, right? It's like
it's a real robot. It's like a fleshlight, but attached to this robot that does it for you.
Never seen
it
that.
Sinks in to the video that you watch, and it just
like the stroke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's literally
kind of weird though. I don't like that thing having my dick in it.
Yeah.
Like just mechanical and shit, malfunction, ripping dick. Like I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I mean,
like if it makes a sound.
Yeah, whatever you're into. If you want to watch VR porn all day with your dick in a machine,
if you're desperate, I guess. But if not, just watch the VR porn or fuck a fuck bot. Or fuck a fuck bot.
I don't think we're at fuck bots yet. They have those like real life sex style things.
They're not fuck bots.
Yeah, but they're not. I don't think that's like the fuck bots people want. That people imagine.
Better, but right now you can order a bot to fuck. That will talk to you.
Yeah, but like,
and you can customize it.
I don't want to call it a bot though, because it just talks to you, and like you still only move its hands.
I'm not calling it AI. I'm calling it a bot.
I'm just saying,
it's a bot, dude. The thing that
doesn't move itself.
The thing that came out when we was a kid that
would bring you. I don't think it moves itself. I don't know.
It would bring you food and shit. That thing was a bot.
Yeah, that was a robot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why ain't that a robot then?
But this thing it doesn't move though. It doesn't move itself.
So it's got to move to be a robot.
I mean, yeah. It's not a full robot structure. You know what I mean? It's not what you would call a robot. You know what I mean? Like think robot. You would think like a full mechanical being, moves, probably talks a little bit. This thing, maybe it has some sound effects, but I would just call that like a robot voice machine. Like, that's just a speaker.
Anything using tech to speak is a robot to me. That's how I feel.
Just a speaker. There's some pre-programmed shit.
I'm creeped out, man. I don't like it. I don't like that stuff, man. I really don't. So like, it creeps me out, man.
So the first thing is like, okay, first thing it's a fuck robot, whatever you want to call it.
Fuck.
The second thing, these things cost like $5,000. It's like people would just pay out the ass for some sex robots, man.
Is the pussy good though? That's all that matters to these people.
I mean, it must be $5,000 good.
The weird thing is how I've seen a couple times, bro. They were making like not a kid doll, but a very small doll, yo. I definitely seen those.
I mean, we've also seen the kid dolls.
I've never seen a direct kid doll. I can't.
I've seen them, or like they. I've seen. I shouldn't say I've seen them, but I've seen them like articles here and there. Like, I think I've seen a Vice article on it one time.
I don't think you did. I just don't think we did.
I did.
It's just a thing. But we've seen those small robots. They're like really small robots, and you can make those small robots look young, which makes them look like kid robots.
Do you agree with that?
Fuck no, man.
Don't be fucking no kid robots. That kid
No.
robot has to be of age.
When I was younger, and I was first started thinking about this stuff. Did you share it?
Yeah.
Okay. When I first started thinking about this stuff, I used to think,
Oh, fuck robots.
no, like at a very young age, I realized how many older people wanted to fuck kids, man. It's been there for a long time.
Even an older man's wanted to fuck you.
For sure, bro. Multiple old men
Oh, man.
wanted to fuck me, for sure. Multiple old men wanted to fuck you. You just didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I
Like,
mean? It could be that guy. You're in IHOP. That guy's looking at you next to you, and he's a fucking child
watching you
molester.
eat sausage links, just like it's watching you
Gorge.
pour syrup
He
on your
was watching
pancakes.
Gorge.
And it's just like, pour some sugar on me. Just like start having like tripping fantasies in the middle of IHOP.
So I used to think that, start realizing, well, shit. Are like, we talked about before, like, are you gonna kill everyone? Like, are you gonna kill everyone? And that's one of the things that they discuss about, like, could that help? Is like, if they did have that, would that keep them from urging away? And I used to think maybe, but as I get older, I just go, nah, you don't get to be a child molester and then us try and figure out like what works for you.
Right.
You don't get to do that.
It's not our responsibility to accommodate. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, because I've heard people argue that like it's kind of like a natural thing. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like, why would like if it was so natural? I mean, if is this rampant enough?
Listen,
But I don't know.
call it what you want. Natural, unnatural. I don't give a fuck. We're making it unnatural. It's not natural no more.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done with that. I don't want to hear that argument. It's natural. What? Dude? Like, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, if you really want to get down to natural, incest is natural. Incest is a huge thing throughout the entire animal kingdom.
I think that'd be natural.
It's 100% natural. The first people you want to fuck is like your mom, because that's who's right there. If you look at the animal kingdom, in the animal kingdom, bro, like I said, I didn't have an attractive mom, but you can imagine those.
I remember my mom had a bunch of cats, and that's what those cats did. They would just like fuck each other, their sons.
That's everywhere, bro.
Brothers, sisters just had inbred litters all over the place.
But we know you don't do that because that's how you have deformities and so on. Well, we don't know that for sure, right? That's just what they say. I don't know anything.
Well, I mean, what they say is that you have an increased chance,
a large increase, substantial from what I know.
Yeah,
is that pretty much if you go first, your sister, brother, you're asking for trouble there, dog. You're just on some fucked up shit there, man.
You're playing with fire.
I wonder if that's how like all like mentally challenged people came to be.
I don't think so.
What is that? That's crazy.
I don't think anyone else could see that.
Yeah, nobody else could see that.
It's probably just the ash, I guess. Yeah, it's just ash.
As well. All mentally challenged people just come from incest, No,
I think mutations throughout your genetic code are pretty common. And I think that's where that kind of devolves from, I think throughout all of human history, they've battled things like that. Of course, nowadays we consume things and are around things that increase it. And of course, when you have a higher,
what do you think increases it?
Well, when you have such a high population as we do, you increase the chances by many.
What do you think people do to increase it?
Processed foods, pollution, not exercising. Probably a bunch of things, There's a lot of things that I think increase it.
Did you see that? Today I didn't know that when you are obese, that fat builds up on your organs too.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Your heart,
especially.
Yeah, your heart. Yeah, your heart gets covered in fat. Your arteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. Yeah. And that's what that's what blood clotting is something different. But you can get fat in your arteries so much that it clogs. That's what Like not all bypasses, but that's what some bypasses aim to do.
Yeah.
You know, you can get clogged by like the fat. You know, so
It's
yeah,
crazy.
it goes everywhere. Pull out kidneys, you got fat all over them and shit. Yep, makes them work harder too. Especially when you're severely like you're like I remember watching those like when TLC was on one. That's when TLC was the shit. You go watch that like ER show, they're like cutting into like obese car crash victim.
It was literally called like that shit like My Big Fat Wedding or some shit like that. Like
they also said My 600-Pound Life and all that.
Yeah. And then there was that was like the same time that like Biggest Loser was out.
Yeah.
I think that's still going.
TLC has a lot of fat shows.
You know, it's super unhealthy though to lose that weight. How they lose that? I seen a report that was saying that most of them people gain that weight right back because it's not a healthy weight loss. Like they're just overdoing it basically.
Right.
They're just dropping it all. It's like weight cutting basically.
Yeah.
You know, like you got to actually transfer that to muscle. You know, to transfer your body back, and that could take years to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know because I think it does. It's better than just like being fat for longer. You know what I mean? Like
there's people that stay on it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's people that stay on it,
healthy.
but like it's just not like anything. Like to say that like just the mindset of people. Period. Don't change in 3 months. You know what I mean? It just don't go away like that.
But from my understanding, like as far as weight loss and what causes obesity, and like we know like factors and stuff like that, but like we still don't even understand all the science behind it. There's people who think that it's like based on the easy access of like carbohydrates and shit, and there's like people who think it's like a brain thing, and like there's something in the brain that helps regulate that type of thing and whatnot, and that some people lack it and have it in different capacities.
Well, I mean you're saying on the mental science?
Well, no, it's the brain period because it's the brain controlling this type of thing, outputting this type of chemical. I forgot what the chemical was.
No, just talking about like physically, we know like if you're taking in this many carbohydrates and you're not expanding this many carbohydrates, well then you're gaining weight.
Well, that's actually it's not agreed upon. Like there's a huge like back and forth from on that subject. From what I understand, like
to me is that not just one of the things you don't really need science for? Like, can't we just
as
humans?
I think
you don't think me and you just as humans can tell like how do you gain weight? Well, no one who's not eating nothing is gaining weight.
That's what I'm saying. Like we know like factors like that. We know that, but like the whole science behind like weight regulation and whatnot, and like why people overeat and this type of thing. Like it's like they're not just not clear. Like I said, some people believe it's like the easy carbs that like are unlocked and shit, and some people think when you eat certain things, it's like calorie based. It's like how much you're taking in overall, not just like the carbs and whatnot. Like again, I'm not an expert, but I mean like it's just not clear. So like we don't even know this type of thing. Is just all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying like for me, I'm just thinking like me and you, we're first people pop up on the earth. We're just out there. I mean, I could watch if I watch you eat double what I eat.
Yeah.
And you just are getting bigger than what I am.
Right.
You just you can put that together.
Yeah.
Me and you aren't scientists, but we can put that together.
Yeah.
Mentally, I see what you mean because it's like, what is it? But then when they allow scientists to create based off of what triggers human dopamine and shit, you know what I mean? Like it's a rigged system, no matter what. Like that's a main problem right there. I mean, these people like when you have like fruit roll up, they go to scientists to see what flavors, what tastes are going to trigger a human to want more and want more of that.
They do a good job because them bitches smack.
Fruit roll-ups are so great. I'm not saying get rid of fruit
roll-ups. I'll tell you, with them bitches, you don't stop at just one. You eat like 3 or 4, and you're just like, all right, like I gotta stop. Like as you're eating another one midway, you're just like, I gotta stop right now, man.
They always fuck me up in Gushers. Love
Gushers, bro. I don't know what the company's behind that, but they make some good ass shit.
They got it down.
The fruit by the foot.
The fruit roll up.
The fruit by the foot.
What's the
fruit by the foot? It's like the fruit by the foot thing, that long, skinny one.
Yeah, exactly. That they got that one, but then the one that unrolls too.
For roll up.
So for roll up, and then the Gushers.
Yeah.
I feel like they got one more I'm sleeping on.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I don't know. Not sure.
But anyway,
those are the big. They got the big ones though.
When you allow that, like like when they compare, like they say all the time, like wake up America, like our food is literally banned in other countries. When you look at like say whatever you want about Europe, when you look at a European country's ingredients, You can't find more than 10 ingredients.
They have better regulation.
You
Yeah,
can't
they have better
find
regulation.
more than 10 ingredients. It's simple as that. It's
Yeah.
straight up what you need to make that product.
Yeah.
You're allowed to sell that. If you make profit, you make profit. You're not allowed to put in 30, 40 different chemicals to fucking try and change and mix up. Like, that shit fucks with people, man. And you guys want to be out here, like, find all these fucking things, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I talk about this. I was just talking about this with Chaz. Like, all these fucking things you guys don't even think about, though. You're just like, anxiety, depression, sadness, body pain, tiredness, all these things. You're just going like, you have this problem, and then you're trying to find out something to blame, but you really don't look at the core of things. Like, most of the ways your body feels
can be attributed
to what you're putting in it, right? No matter what you're experiencing, you will literally experience something different based off what you've eaten.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So when you're sitting there and today you ate Doritos with a Coca-Cola, and you're gonna eat some Fruit Loops for fucking breakfast, and you're just eating like that all throughout the fucking day, bro. You put 100 chemicals in your body that day. You put so many chemicals to mix up that and the thing is, these companies don't all meet up with each other and go, let's see how this works. They're making something that makes their product taste good. They're not telling you to eat Flaming Hot Cheetos with a Mountain Dew. So then Mountain Dew is making this shit with these other chemicals. They never tested how those two chemicals are going to mix.
Right.
What those are going to make a person do, or how that makes you feel. And it's like, I think that's just huge things. And that plays all the way down to even fucking getting a Starbucks coffee. Let's say every day you get 2 Starbucks coffee. You get one on breakfast and you get one on lunch. Yeah. You missed your breakfast one and you only got to get your lunch one. You still drank your coffee that day. But it's just the fact of, you've been doing this for 2 years. So your body's programmed to have 2 coffees this day now. So that day, maybe you treat your kids a little bit. You snap on one of your kids or something. You attribute it to a hard day at work. But really, it was just the fact that your body is different because you gave it something completely different today. It might be, I think, even something bad. If you keep giving it something bad, it eventually needs that bad thing to keep going too, right? Just like if you give it heroin.
And another thing is like, we're still like really early on in this whole kind of like chemical junk food shit where like, yeah, it's been around probably for like, a couple 100 years now. That's still early in the like the long-term problems we're going to like face like as we continue to eat shit like this. We're still early on. You can start seeing like it getting even worse. I mean, like the obesity rate in most countries is like you have more obese than not obese people nowadays. That's just the type of problem we're dealing with. And like I said, it's just beginning. It's just beginning.
You would think they would put some kind of regulation on something.
Yeah, you think it'd be, yeah, exactly. I mean, especially when you have like pretty much every country that surrounds. I mean, like even Mexico like has shit banned in their shit and their products that like Coke doesn't use in Mexican Coke. Same thing in Canada and like Lay's and all that. Like it's the same. It's the same everywhere else, but in America it seems like. And of course other countries. But I'm talking about the main ones to compare, like Europe and shit. Yeah.
Isn't it wild how they were saying like Trump drinks like
he drinks like 3.
I think it's like 8, bro. It's something wild.
I know the one thing like his lunch was like a quarter pounder, like a large quarter pounder meal with like a large Diet Coke
every day.
Yeah.
But they were saying something like he drinks like 8 Diet Cokes a day or something like that.
That just sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I remember as a kid doing that, like, and if I drink soda, I might drink one like in a day. But to drink 8 in a goddamn day? Like, what the fuck?
You've never drank 8 sodas in a day?
I'm sure as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said as a kid, but like as an adult, no, I've never drunk 8 sodas.
This one specific time of when Rod's mom, R.I.P. and dead. Rod's mom went and got us a 24-pack of, I think it was Dr. Thunder. And
delish.
Yeah. For real, how it is. And we stayed up all night playing Madden, bro. We drank the entire thing of
Yeah.
fucking 24-pack of soda, dog. I'll never forget that. We're just
Yeah.
like, we took every soda.
Had a 15-pack of those Arnold Palmer cans. You know, drunk those on one night to myself. Like 15 of them, just staying up all night playing the game.
15 on
Yeah.
Palmers.
Yeah.
Half and half or green tea?
Half and half.
Okay, yeah.
Which like the green tea might be better for you.
I'm about to say that. The
and
half and half's are a little sweeter.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, but yeah, killed them bitches back. You know, didn't feel too great the next day.
You had like 400 to 500 grams of sugar.
Yeah. Riding out the whole night. Got some long-term damage from that one.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's how motherfuckers end up with kidney stones, like, you know, at 20 and shit. Like,
and I know, like, just with thank God I'm about to get those.
Oh, exactly. I
know, like, just like, I mean, nobody in my family ever really ate healthy except my sister. But regardless, like, my mom was always working, usually when I got home, you know what I mean, from school. So she literally couldn't make me something to eat. So a lot of times I was just eating something processed, like steakums,
ramen,
hot pocket,
the ramen noodles. Hot pockets are big.
Yeah, hot pockets, definitely, bro. Hella hot pockets.
And sometimes you crush 2 of them one day and just be like,
horrible for me, bro.
Soda, brush it down.
Pepperoni and like a ham and cheese.
Yeah.
I love that. The ham and cheese.
The pepperoni soda, the pepperoni sausage, and then the supreme ones that they used to make.
Horrible, now. Horrible.
Cheese thick ones, whatever. Just,
you know when they added the sleeve on there?
Yeah. And then you eat a bunch of chips afterwards while you play the game, sitting around.
A whole bag of chips.
Yeah.
The
family bag, just like.
And my mom maybe ordered Chinese or pizza.
Yeah.
You're just like.
The Chinese is probably the healthiest thing you ate all day.
At one point. Right. But they put like that one, like,
that MSG.
Oil. Yeah, they put like that oil.
Salt. It's pretty much just salt, bro. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Pretty much just like a salt, yeah.
But they said it's like a filler.
No, it's just a salt. The MSG. Yeah.
But how it makes your body feel, it's supposed to make your body feel like filled.
A lot of that, I think a lot of that's like myth. That's like not like real. Like it's just just like a seasoning. Like because remember they had that.
So if you're broke, that might be a good seasoning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this shit's gonna feel like a lot more.
From what I understand, nothing's wrong with it. It's fine to use and fine to consume. I mean, I don't know. From what I understand, it's just a salt. It's just a seasoning. Like anything else.
You're trying to defend them, guys.
I mean, that's what I know. That's all. That's what I know.
Shit's back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's up to you if you want to purchase it or not.
Yeah, I'd say I probably eat that like once a week, bro. It's that Chinese food, man. That's just good.
See, I like it, but for me, it's like
I'm eating broccoli though.
I'm usually go a lot of different ways. I usually go a lot of different ways before I get Chinese.
Yeah,
and the pricing's not always the best to me either.
For me, Chinese is usually from China. You know, that's the spot.
It's like if I order, I get like, even if you get like 3-4 sides.
Usually me and Bray would get like our own little entree. That'd be like $13. So, boom, nothing.
13 altogether?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good deal right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You got an entree for $6.50 a piece.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, small order. You get the rice on the side, and you just eat it. You mix it together like the sauce and shit. It's fucking good. Banging.
I feel like I'm always like small side. They just give me a large. Just a large. I usually snack on them. I like the noodles. Fuck with the noodles. Get the rice in there.
I remember I was about to work for Royal China.
Were you?
Try to make some extra money.
Bro?
Try to make some extra money. When I first got my car, like about a year after, like
you put a half in.
No, I remember just asking him. I was like, because I would always go there. Like they know my house. We've been there forever, so we've been ordering from them forever. Just like, you need delivery drivers. It's like, we're coming on the weekends. Come at 6. You work probably to like 9 or 10. You make a little money. I'm just like, all right, cool. I never did it though.
How much money do you think your family has given Road China?
Huh? How much? Over a stack? Like
gotta be more than a stack.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'd probably give them 5.
I have no idea.
Every time I order, I spend 30. I know I order 10 times.
I would say like my average might be like 15. Like float around there. 15 averagely. I don't know. That makes it means I have some high ones there. Well, I do order for a couple people sometimes. Yeah, but
it's just weird to think about like giving anywhere like $5,000, right? Like you get
yeah.
like $5,000 in your lifetime. You don't really realize it.
I mean, it's probably up there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably up there, right?
It's probably up
Yeah.
there, yeah.
I was thinking about like Vinny's.
I like the shit with like California Pizza Kitchen. I was like, I had no idea. It's like, okay. Like they're coming back to tell me. I'm just like,
when she said 1,000, you were like, oh, I thought it was gonna be worse.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, you know. But
it's like I give $1,000 to California Pizza Kitchen.
It's
just weird to think in broad terms.
But I thought I was like, well, if that's like whenever we did go out to eat, it was there. So I'm like, okay, it's not that bad then, you know. If every time we went to eat and that was it, like, cool. So yeah, just going out to celebrate whatever, or just going out for whatever reason. But yeah,
it's weird how there's people have no real standards on like where they eat from. That's so
I have
tough
high.
to me. Yeah, like I literally won't like.
I have highs that yeah.
The other day I'm in John Hopkins downtown. We're in the cafeteria and it's like 9:00 at night. And I'm just looking at all these spots. I'm like, I don't trust none of this shit here. You know? Yeah. You know, which is probably a lot of fast food places where you can't trust it all. I'm like, what the fuck can I get here, which is like the least touched? You know, like you just do one thing or something like that. So I got a little like one of those personal pizzas that just comes out of the pack and throw it in there.
Yeah, and I mean like, if you get one shot with me, it's like. So like if I catch something nasty in that restaurant one time, it's like I'm
it's over. Yeah,
I'm never going back.
Yeah.
In one spot.
100%.
Well, in one spot, I saw a roach on the counter. I was like, yeah, I'm going out. It's like because like I was sitting right there at the the main part, the main table, like the stools, the little part where they walk by. I was just like, it's right there next to the soda machine. I was like, yeah, I'm out.
That's so funny to say that. At work, we got like there's 2 spots, next to the job that we could go to.
Yeah.
And they're both Asian spots, like Asian breakfast spots and shit. And at the one, I ain't even gonna put names out there,
Exactly. Exactly.
The one that everyone was going to, straight up seen a roach right across the table, bro. Yeah. I done ate there like twice, and it's like my 3rd time I see a roach. I'm like, never again.
Yeah, done.
So literally, I'm telling everybody. So I start going to the other one, which I've never seen nothing like that. I start telling everybody, I'm like, these motherfuckers, got roaches and shit. They're like, yeah, but the prices are so much cheaper. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, are you guys just willing to deal with like
flavor,
dirtiness? That's why my favorite places are the places. But, I love Vinny's the most. Shout out Vinny's because you can literally see them cooking. Yeah, like where you pay
that's the best.
You're watching them cook. It's a clean work environment.
That's one thing. Like a lot of people will say that they'll be like, yeah, but the dirty spots are having the best food though. It's like if it looks a little sketch, you got the best shit though. Like,
I don't believe that.
It's typically true.
I don't believe that.
I've been to a couple I remember going to Dunbar, going a couple of spots around there, just like looking pretty sketch. Again, no names, but just like looking.
I can't lie and say I haven't got smacked food from some sketch spots.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
not gonna lie and say that. But all I'm saying is, when you know what it really is going on.
But it's a general consensus that's what most people will say. It's like them hole in the wall spots.
Yeah, there was I remember when you're working with people, they take you to like their spots all the time.
I'm sure people would name some.
There was like this one time we were working down at the Patterson Park near school and shit, and this boy's like, yeah, there's a spot over on New Orleans Street, bro. He's like, it's a convenience store. They got food and shit. Go over there, dog. It's like straight up. You walk in there, straight up a convenience store at first. You keep walking, it just becomes a kitchen, with like all types of food and the fucking on the walls and shit. And you're like trying to choose and pick what you want, bro. Best fucking chicken and rice I ever had, Steve. Yeah. Like the shit was so fucking good. We had another time, like we're just driving, bro, in the middle of the fucking hood, all the way down like Perrin Parkway style, bro. Like all the way down. And the guy we're with is like, yo, we're gonna hit the seafood spot right here for lunch. And I was like, oh, man, you definitely ain't trying to hear seafood.
Exactly,
dog.
Just like.
I go, but, we go in there. They got, they had, like, a bunch of shit out there. They had some crab balls, some coddy cakes and shit.
Smelling good.
I just grabbed what he got. You know what I mean? Bro, shit smashed. It was as good as a motherfucker, So I can't lie. But we're not judging it on taste. We're judging it on cleanliness.
Yeah.
Like things can still taste good and be cooked in bad environments.
Exactly.
I can cook you some good food, in the
Exactly.
middle of fucking
And
Syria.
we should be saying it like the dirtiness adds flavor to the food.
You said that.
but no, that's what I'm saying. I never said that. It's the general. That's what people say. That's what people say, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You said that.
I'm not saying I believe that. I'm saying that's what people say.
Yeah, I'm all about cleanliness, man. I think if I had a spot, I'd take that to the utmost extreme.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
constantly
I'm gonna take pride in just be clean as fuck. Yeah, that's one thing. I'm not gonna be dirty.
I'll tell you what, though. People love Chick-fil-A employees. Me, not so much, man. They're a little pushy. That's all I'm saying. It's a little bit too much. Sometimes I just want to keep it real, bro. Keep it real with me, baby. Like, holler at me one time. Holler at me one time, dog.
Yeah,
Don't come over to the table 3 times asking to refill my drink. Do I want ice cream? Did I get enough napkins? Come on, bro.
But obviously people want it because that's what they.
But when I eat, I like to be like, I got what I want before I sat down. That's my style. I got what I want before I sat down. Like,
yeah.
If I need something, I can get up and get
Especially
it.
in a fast food place,
And then, like I said, if you come up one time, you can be like, anything I can do. No, don't come back. Like, just don't come back. For me, I just don't like that. Like,
everybody take notes.
I'm coming out to eat with someone, especially when I'm with I'll be in the middle of a conversation with my nephew or something. And this guy comes up like, I'm sorry, man, but listen, I'm gonna hurt some people with this one, but the guy at East Point, he's just too much, dog. He's just.
No, you coming? No,
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you better not come for him, bro.
I know, dog.
Man,
I know.
That's the man.
He's super nice, bro. Like the guy is super nice.
His service is A1.
He's A1 service, but it's just too much. Like I'll take A-. See,
you're the minority right there. You're in the minority.
The thing is, it comes to a point where it's just like too much, bro. I've had it happen at restaurants too, where it's just like they come to the table too much. There's a point where it's like,
fuck you guys.
Like, when I'm at Chick-fil-A, man, I'm at Chick-fil-A
right now.
I'm at Chick-fil-A. I'm having a conversation with my nephew. Like, I got it 3 or 4 times. This guy's like, anything I can do? I'm like, nah, man. Like, I like it. Like, I like that more than you ignore me. I'll always take that over you ignore me, right? But it comes to a point where it's like, dude, you already asked.
God, fuck you, man.
Bro, Vinny's, shout out to Vinny's restaurant. They understand it. Like, it's like, you come up one time, dog.
They don't understand. They understand, or is it shitty service?
No, it's perfectly great service. You get the food. They give you a sec. They come up. Need anything? No? We're done here. You let me know if you need something. It's like that's how. Unless you're at a restaurant, of course, where it's supposed to be like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like with a spot like that, like
I'm just
trying to get these fucking nuggets for my nephews so they can eat before they go play in this damn thing. Like every time, it's just like, like I said, it's not something I'm ever gonna complain about. But for me, it's like,
here you go.
Yeah, it's just like it's like fall back, dude. Fall back, bro. I've had the same thing, but like I said, I've had the same. Oh. You know who's mainly like that, bro? I'm sorry, Chaz. Bartenders are. Not Chaz, right? But I'm saying like just bartenders are always like, it's like you have half a drink, dog. Like you need a refill. You know what I mean? Like they're always on that's like, it's comes to a point where it's just too much for me, bro. I like to go out and enjoy the time with the people that I'm there with. I don't want to have to keep talking to you.
Exactly. That and when they talk too much, like
don't talk.
They try and talk that much,
Yeah, if we want to talk.
As I was saying, like
I hate fake laughing. I hate it. It fucking makes me throw up. I got yeah. You know what I mean? I hate it, right? All that shit.
Yeah, well, that and the bullshit conversation, just like,
oh man, elevator conversation where somebody just don't know what to say. There's like,
I'm drinking.
Looks like it's gonna rain. I'm just like, I just smash my fucking head into the wall over and over, bro. God, I hate that shit.
There's some days where I'm like, I'm more with it, and there's some days where I'm just like, yeah.
See, I'm never with that. Like, there's days that I'm with talking.
Well, some days, like, if someone tries, like, to just initiate, I'm just like, yeah, nor'easter coming in from the south.
That's it. That's the only time I want to talk about it. If it's a big event, like if we got a fucking 20 inches of snow coming in, yeah, you could bring it up an elevator. It's a big event. But like people would be like they're looking at you like it's gonna rain today. It's like
yeah,
purple clouds. You know what I mean? Like,
you smell it, like
it's like, man, he doesn't want to know if it rains today. You just don't know what else to say.
Exactly. I mean,
some people say nothing, and when they get off, they go, "Have a good day." And you're just like, okay. We were talking about it before. Where it's like, remember we went
These guys.
on the trip.
Do we sound like dicks right now? Are we
on the
just
trip.
assholes?
Oh, I'm sure I do.
Are we just bitter? Are we just bitter right now?
Listen, all I'm saying is I gave money to the guy, you know, after the event happened with his home.
Are you just handing out money now? Okay.
Yeah, well, I remember like his home got broken into. It was actually a very sad event because he's not that bad of a guy. That's something should happen to him.
Huh.
Yeah, at East Point.
He's homeless?
No.
Oh.
He had a home. Somebody broke into it and robbed him or something.
Is
So they did like a fundraiser.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. Well, now people might be pissed at you. Now you're questioning integrity.
I don't know the guy. I'm just saying he's not giving me good vibes right now. He just comes in. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? You got some time?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, what's up?" Yeah, well, listen, my name's Jacob. All right, I'm a man of the Lord. Right. I'm blessed to be here. My home got broken into.
It's nothing like that.
My home got broken into the other day. I'm just hoping he can spend some change.
Yeah, no, the Chick-fil-A did a fundraiser for him. I get a good energy from him. He just like,
well, if Chick-fil-A sponsor, I mean, he has to.
Just don't keep asking.
The Lord's sponsoring him.
You make him off a little something. I don't know.
Yeah, but the Lord's sponsoring him, so I mean, that means something. That means something. That holds some weight around here.
God
that holds
me,
some weight.
You want to see how far that gets you?
Yeah, it's supposed to have that God talk gets you.
You're like, okay, God got you. To the grave.
Are you praying?
Praying's so weird.
You're praying?
Man.
I mean, we touched on it before. It's like, yeah, but I mean, it's, I don't know.
But we're all pussy because when you're about to die, you're going to pray.
It's weird worshiping anything.
But you're going to pray when you're about to die.
I'm going to say, oh my God, like, I repent.
Oh my God, please. If you know, the basic blah, blah, blah. If you just let me live, I'll never do this again.
They had that.
I'll never eat ass again, God.
There was that. Nah, God, it's ass eating season. I'm sorry.
Kill me.
There was some dude. He got arrested for having a bumper sticker that said "I eat ass."
That's just fucked up.
And then he just became a meme icon for free speech. And it's like, okay.
How about if I gave you 80 grand to go 3 months on a Alaskan crab fisher boat?
I'm pretty sure that's what they make. They probably make like 100 grand.
It's based off what you catch.
Right.
I offered you 80.
That's weird. They be storing.
Yeah, and the more you got to store, the better.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always blew my mind. They come in.
Some of them crews left with hundreds of thousands a piece, bro.
Yeah.
Like they had a huge fucking.
Yeah, bro. Because they're out on the sea like 3 months, some shit like that. 4 months.
I think it's 3 months.
Yeah, something wild like that.
You doing it?
So
80 grand.
I would love to. I really would love to, man.
That's enough, right?
I watched the show so much, and I'm like, I would love to do it, but then again, I'm sure I'll get on there and just be like, this fucking sucks. I didn't get enough money.
Yeah, but
if you're living,
it's something about the experience too, man.
Exactly.
I was talking to that about you before. Like, I'd have no interest in being like an underwater welder, but I always felt like maybe I should be because that would be my most giant fear in the history of fears.
Yeah,
would be like deep underwater, dark, in welding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in doing anything physical, like I have to do something too under there.
Exactly.
I have like a job. Like, I don't know if you've seen that one video where like there's welders that like they drop a house capsule down.
I gotta look up some fucking welding videos, man.
Yeah, bro. Well, like on this one, like when they do it, when they got these big jobs underneath, they drop it's not really a house capsule so much because there's not a bunch of shit in there, just the basic necessities, and then it's bunk beds. So they drop that at the bottom. They go down there, 3 or 4 of them at a time. And you always got that smirk when you look at that.
Nah, because you got our boy Foley tuning in right now.
Shout out to Foley. Shout out to Foley. I appreciate it.
And we started talking about the welding. I'm just like,
yeah, that'd be great. But I was like, yeah, I'm sure Foley could handle that. That's what he should be doing. Welding down there.
Yeah.
But they go down there, like 4 of them, and they just do like 6 months down there. Not 6 months, I think it's like 3 months or something like that. And then they switch out and rotate and shit. You just go down there, you go out, you weld on some shit.
You live in a dwelling under the water. Wow.
On the bottom.
That's intense.
Yeah, and you just go
That's also
right
kind
out.
of cool though.
And when you go right out, you just start welding.
That's also kind of cool though.
It's scary as fuck for me though.
It's like when they
What I was trying to say is like if I had a job like that, for like every day, like I would feel alive.
Yeah.
Every day, right?
Yeah.
I'm scared driving to work. I'm scared.
Well, that's why I was like I feel like I get the same feeling when I watch that show Night Watch when they follow the paramedics at night and like they're dealing with this guy like he's stroking out and they're trying to help him like stabilize him, get him to the hospital. Like that shit would also be fucking really scary for me. Just like someone just like,
but that'd be something I'd be interested in, man. I would be interested in being a paramedic, bro.
Yeah,
I would like to be able to try and help.
It would also be
like
exciting every day because of what you're doing. You know, you're going out to help people medically.
I'm the type of person that can't let it go, bro. So I know damn well that shit would fuck me up for sure, man. I can't be out there losing people left and right every day, man.
Yeah,
that would fuck me up, dog.
It's definitely a tough job.
I can't imagine fucking beating on somebody's heart, and it not working.
Exactly.
Like fuck, man.
Like I think it's one of the more intense jobs, but every day that job just means something different. It just means something different.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna encounter.
You don't know what you're gonna encounter, and I mean, again, like you're going out to help people medically. Yeah. You know, it's just this is one of the.
I feel like that's how a lot of cops got. Like when people do end up shooting or pulling a gun or something, just because. I feel like when they first become cops, they really understand what it is and they respect it. And then after a while, just like anybody, you kind of get in the flow of things.
Right.
You know, where like you understand, I might have to do a chase or I might have to, tackle somebody. But you're not really in a shootout all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then out of nowhere, somebody does pull a gun on you and you're just not used to it. So you're not expecting it. But really, as a cop, you should always be in fear of your life.
Yeah.
Like we talked about that before. Yeah, I feel like that's just how you should be.
Especially nowadays,
I know it don't sound right because people are like, "Oh, this is what you signed up for" and shit. Like, bro, we've talked about it before, bro. If I'm a cop, I'm going home to my family, dog. I don't care. I'm going home to my family. I'm treating everybody. Everybody's a threat, man.
Yeah.
People want to kill cops.
You're the enemy.
Yeah.
You're the enemy.
Everybody's a threat, bro. I'm always until I realize you're not a threat. You're a threat. You know?
Yeah, and like I said, you are someone's enemy at that point in time. When you're out there, I mean, like, of course, not every call you respond to, but when you're out there, you're patrolling something. Maybe you're not even in the best neighborhoods or whatever. You're a target, straight up. People are looking for you. They always got their eyes on you.
And on top of that, you never know, just a crazy person.
Exactly.
Remember the one video we watched where the guy, he's like reporting on the domestic violence and he goes out back of the people's house, he's knocking, the guy comes out and he got his hands in his pocket. Your memory is some shit. we watched all these videos, but this was a big one to us. Remember we watched that, then we watched the one where the guy was in the corner and he's got the knife. And for like 10 minutes, they're come out.
I can't remember that one.
Right? Well, the other one we watched was.
I remember that one.
Was this one where the guy comes out and he's like, he's responding to a domestic violence claim, and the guy just got his hands in his pocket. And he's like, I don't know why she would call. I don't know what it is. We had no problems. And then he's just like sketch, bro.
Just sitting there,
And the police officer was like, all right, man, can you just get your hands out of your pockets for me? And he just pulls out a gun. Hits his ass twice, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a time where it's like you don't want to approach like. What happened? Approach every situation with your gun in somebody's face, man. But it's kind of like you do gotta have your fucking hand on that guy, man.
Yeah,
you just don't know, man.
Yeah, you need your gun pointed at somebody at all times. I mean, you also need to be with someone you need to respond with a partner at all times.
I agree.
Power numbers. So I mean, at least one person maybe has a taser out, one person has their gun all ready to go. Just like you know what I mean. I don't know why I held it sideways.
There was a. That's the worst thing ever. I don't know how that ever became a thing.
Well, that's
was
funny.
The thing that shout out Gracie Breakdowns. The Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Breakdowns did the other day was like this video.
They be teaching shit.
It was this. Yeah, they do like breakdowns of like famous videos on the internet. Remember I told you they like bring back people that got beat up on the internet too.
Yeah,
and they tell them what they should have did and shit.
Yeah,
well, they also like when other incidents, they're just doing a quick video about like what that person could have did. So on this one, it's like this guy's just spazzing out. A woman responds by herself. And this is probably like a 150-pound woman, with a grown-ass man. She pulls her gun, but like as she's pulling her gun, he's already too close. He grabs it and puts it up like this and pulls it out of her fucking hand, dog, and fucking aims at her. And she like just panic runs, yo, like not knowing what else to do. And he could have killed her, yo. He really could have.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah.
He had his listen. He had his gun on her. Like he could have killed her. He stopped for a second. She ran away for like a second and a half, and then he just started shooting. It's like at first he couldn't do it, but then he was like, now he could. It was weird. But he didn't kill her.
It was just some process. He shot at her though.
Yeah, he shot at her.
And shot her.
I don't know if he hit her.
But she okay, but she
Yeah,
lived.
but
She lived regardless. She
Yeah.
lived regardless, yeah. Well, I mean, he just processed it for a second. He was like, well, I gotta shoot this bitch then.
First he's thinking, am I about to blow a cop's head off? Because he's like right here with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's probably what he's like. It's one thing to blow a head off, it's
lot
another
of-
thing to blow a cop head off.
Yeah, but it's also a popular like technique for people to like, suicide by cop. Or like
Mhm.
they want to kill themselves and just pull out a gun or
Oh,
something.
for sure.
you
But a
know?
lot of times I feel like people are like I've seen plenty of videos where it seems like the cops know that this is suicide by cop and they give it to him.
Yeah.
I've seen that,
Yeah,
bro.
you have.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's one of my biggest problems is like whenever people approach anybody like that, they're just like, "Get the fucking ground, drop the fucking blade," and then he just got 30 people, or not 30 people, but like 4 other cops yelling the same thing. And it's
Yeah.
like just about bunch.
The one that I watched was
That
real
can't
bad, like a
help.
guy with a machete, and he's just walking down the street,
Oh yeah,
and they just keep telling him like over and over to stop, but he's just not. But he's not running at anyone; he's just carrying a machete and walking, and eventually just light him up. Like it's not even like a warning shot or a leg shot or nothing; just light him up.
you hear like 15 shots bang out.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
the worst ones ever is that hallway one. Remember that hallway one where the guy's crying
You guys crying.
and they still kill him, bro?
Yeah, they just tell him to lay on the ground.
Yeah, and his pants are falling down
Yeah,
and shit, and like he
yep.
has nothing, and they light him up with an
And it's
M16.
execute him exactly. It's like what?
That
Like,
was weird. That was so weird, bro.
yeah, I haven't watched that one in a while though. Like, but I mean, he was pretty much executed because he was on the ground.
That everybody that was there, or at least the person that shot, should get life. That's a murder, a cold-blooded murder, bro.
You think life or something like that?
Definitely, that's a murder, bro. That video was horrible to watch, dog. Like that guy is literally he's shaking and crying, and they're making him do shit to make him sketchy.
Yeah.
That's why I like in that one video where the black guy he's on there and they're like, "Can you put the car in park?" He's like, "I ain't putting the car in nothing." He's like, "I know you just want me to move, so you can shoot me."
Right.
I was like, "You're absolutely right, sir. Good fucking move, because that's exactly what they want.
Right.
That's why they're telling you to do something." Remember, Philip?
Castillo, like Castillo.
Literally, he's like, "I can carry your gun. Give me your gun." He goes to grab the gun. He gets the gun. That's literally what happened.
No. They were asking. He was like, "I have a license to carry." He's like, "Well, give me your license and registration." He went to watch for his wallet, and then he's just like, because he told him he was armed, and he went for his wallet. When he went to go pull his wallet out,
Was it when he got the wallet?
Yeah,
I thought he already gave him the wallet. Then they were like, "Give me the weapon."
Now they're telling him get his license out and registration, whatever. He's going for it.
He's going for
Bow,
weapon.
bow, 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 bow. Just let him up.
Crazy, man.
I tell you what, that lady was crazy calm. Like you watch that video, she's just like they just shot him.
See, it's hard to be like how people react, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny because you're like, "I'll react like this." You don't know how you react, and
Yeah, I'm just saying she was calm.
But in a lot of times, you're not going to spaz out like that. Like you really can't. I mean, I haven't had no shit like that directly happen to me, but the shit that I've came close to, like you literally, you don't feel it, because it seems so. You're like, this is so crazy that you can't even accept it happened.
Well, I mean,
So you don't react like
people
it
are gonna
happened.
process it differently. There's people, you see time and time again, they just like scream and like freak out. But she was
Yeah,
just,
I've
like,
seen
she
that,
was
yeah.
remarkably calm.
But
Like, it was crazy calm.
That's exactly how I've acted in most situations. Like where it's like, not even saying that I was like calm or nothing like that, but it's where I didn't like scream and spaz out. Like I'm more liable to freeze up before I spaz out. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
I'm
I'm
saying. People
like,
just react differently.
what?
But she was
fuck?
like, she was live. She was calmly speaking. It's like, it was just weird. I mean, I don't see myself remaining like that, like in that shock state. I might freak the fuck out. Like I'm sure if someone shoots someone next to me and kills them, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Or some shit. Like I don't know.
For me, it would have been all about my kid in the back, man.
Yeah, that was another.
I'd have been ready to body cops.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You don't shoot
Come out
nothing next
swinging.
to my kid, bro.
You're
You
the
don't shoot
fucking
nothing next to my kid, man. I hate it.
and that's the worst thing. It's like, why are you like? I mean, like, why are you shooting into like, a car? Like, I mean, It was during the day. I'm sure they identified the kid in the back. I mean, it's just.
Show me the other time in history, right, that we got on camera where a guy pulled over in the passenger seat, notified that he was a gun holder, and then pulled his gun. It doesn't happen, bro.
Right.
Number one, you're not going to pull over. Number two, you're not going to sit in the car.
Right.
Usually people get right out and start shooting. That's how they get them.
Yeah.
They wait till the cop gets out, then they hop out and start shooting.
There's that one video where
and you're not going to notify the cop that you're a gun holder.
There's that one video where he's waiting for the cop to walk up, and he gets to near the rear tire, and immediately gets out and just boom, boom. And
yeah. Is that the one where they run off into the field?
Yeah, one of them gets shot up. Yeah.
But that guy died.
Yeah.
That guy died, Steve.
Yeah.
He shot that guy right in the fucking body multiple times.
He got something in the neck too, I think.
Yeah, he's fucking dead, man. That's just horrible, bro.
He just pulled off. It's scary because it was when you were watching them frantically crawl away over the barrier and just trying to get away from it and get some cover.
It's horrible.
Just get some cover. Oh man. They watch those combat videos. Did you ever watch that one I sent you where that guy's truck got blown up?
No, you never resent it to me. I told you I didn't see it, and you never resent it to me.
I got you.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch it at the show.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta go look that video up though. If anybody wants to see that.
That's weird, ain't it? We
want
to get some combat veterans on here, man.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to many combat veterans of recent wars.
Yeah, I don't know many. All the ones I know, they weren't in combat. They were just stationed overseas somewhere, chilling at base.
How much can you admit?
I had one of my friends who went into the army. He literally was complaining about being stationed in Germany overseas. I'm like, that sounds pretty fucking cool, actually.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool.
That sounds pretty fucking dope.
You would think that the military would have some type of rule on you not being able to tell how many bodies you got, outside of the military. You know, it seems like they would make that a rule.
I mean, I think it's weird how you even confirm who killed what. You have 300 confirmed kills. Who confirmed them in the middle of the field?
Well, I know, with Chris Kyle, it was usually the people that he was covering.
Yeah, snipers are different. Snipers are different.
Well, it's the same thing with anything, though. If you got eyewitnesses,
I'm saying you have infantrymen, over a couple hundred yards fighting, against some people. I mean, how you attribute anybody with any type of confirmed kills?
Yeah, never. Yeah. I don't think
snipers are a different story.
I don't think they try and pick apart and decide which ones killed them. I think when they don't know, they don't know.
Yeah.
But when oh, there was two guys on our right as we was coming up. Steve clapped them up with the M16. 2 confirmed kills. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I got my UAV
up.
Isn't
it weird how that pumps you up?
What, killing people?
Yeah, that pumped you up right there. That right there, that scene right there pumped you up.
Well, I was on a kill streak.
It made you feel cool. Ain't that weird how it's that's what it's became? That's what war is. You as a kid, you kind of wanted to be in the army because you're just
I did.
I want to be
with guns. You played guns. Playing
bro.
guns was fun. When you were
yeah.
We were just
I'm gonna be out there in the jungle with my boys.
I shot you.
You always picture you're gonna be with your boys.
Yeah.
You always picture that. Yeah. But really, they just
but every once in a while, you imagine that at Soul Survivor.
You're all by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're just bro, you're talking about my whole childhood. I told you, man, I was an army man for 4 years in a row. From 5 to 9.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was never an army man too much, but I remember it was one time I broke my toy gun, so I found the caulk gun. I was using that as a fake gun. Just walk around with it, you know how you hold it. You hold it all official. You jumped over the bed.
I always wanted to be a Navy SEAL, so I used to just do crazy shit, man. Yeah. I can't remember if I was talking to you about this before. It was I used to I'll just put bricks in a book bag and then go jogging. Bro, ruined my back. The whole time bricks are just hitting me in the back. But I'm this kid that thinks this is what you do. Yeah. I'm thinking myself tough, I would make an entire cold bath as cold as the water could get. I'm you're gonna go in here and you hold your breath for as long as you can.
How big is the callus? How big is the callus on your back?
So you can take anything. You can take anything, bro.
Oh man, but I remember I saw Platoon. I watched Platoon. And
I'll get you on it.
You know when you jumped on top of the grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that'll
you did one of those. It's I jumped on the grenade, did a fake jump on it. Just ugh.
Yep. Black Hawk Down definitely 100% is what got me. When they just sacrifice themselves and just I'd sacrifice myself.
You make yourself fall off the bed. You're just
You're crying. You're crying real tears. It's like
you're prone crawling.
you do that fake one. Like you're all alone in the house, but you're just like you're all alone on the floor talking to no one. You're like, tell my mom I love her.
And it's like it's only because like you squinted real hard. Like you never like it was like one of those like
Yeah.
it's like super artificial tears. Just like
tell my mom I love her.
maybe sometimes like when I was younger I'd get a bunch of nosebleeds. There'd be times it would happen when I'd be playing
You go eat a hot dog.
by myself. And it'd be like it's just like
Oh,
with the nose blood just like
I remember you used to always get there this way. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember there's so much dumb shit you do, right? I used to put Smarties in water, and I'd be all alone in the house. I'd put Smarties in water and act like they were like Advil, and I'd like sit there drinking them, like, and I'd be like this.
Advil.
I'd be like, like literally, because like that's what I see my mom do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's how
you're
my
a kid.
you're just emulating like what you see. It's like so dumb now.
Yeah, like one thing.
But in my head, I'm old enough to know that Smarties don't do that. You know what I mean? That's the weird thing. But I just want to do that.
It's like when I was younger, I wanted to be a bus driver because we would always take the bus. I was like, it's a pretty cool job. You're pulling over. You're picking people up at bus stops. Like, be bored in GTA. You find a bus. You pretend to pick people up.
This is pretty good.
I would always
you
take the bus.
at red lights.
Always would take the bus. So that's why. I just wanted to be the bus driver. That was really cool. You drive the big bus.
You're that guy.
Well, I was a big truck kid and train kid.
You like that?
Yeah, trucks and trains. That was me.
Never did nothing for me.
You didn't have one of those like typical ones though, like where it was like cars.
I had a Tonka truck that I loved, but like I didn't.
Like cars. No.
I mean the ones where you can make them go fast on the loops and shit. Hot Wheels. You know what I mean? Pretty much that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I was putting bricks in my book bag, man. You know what I mean? I used to love walkie-talkies.
From like 6 to 9.
I used to always get new walkie-talkies, but I loved walkie-talkies.
I remember I got laser tag. When that first came out, I had the laser tag.
Oh, yeah, I had laser tag too. I got laser tag too.
That was like, now I know I shot you. Because you died.
Because you died. But the thing was, then you learned that like if the sun hit it, if the sun hit it at the right angle, it would set it off.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, they were
you
bad.
Like to be behind a van.
Some of them were pretty bad.
It was like, ah!
My nephew had one with like each gun required an iPhone. I'm like, this is the age, huh?
What the fuck?
Like, yeah, because it'll pull up a screen on your iPhone. It was like the altered reality, not the virtual reality, altered reality, whatever they call it, where like they'd make shit appear on the screen while you like look through it. You have a crosshair look on their face, like using a phone's camera, and it would animate the shooting towards them.
What the hell?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was the time. That's the times, man. Or like you could do single player games where like you could just look around on it and shoot the bugs on screen, but using the gun, you're just like,
Isn't it funny when you see a kid lie? And you're just like,
oh, because they're so bad.
You're like, wow, at one time that was me.
Yeah.
At one time I was that bad and thinking I was fooling grown ass adults.
Exactly.
Who've been on this planet for 25 years.
And if I got away with it, it was because they let me get away with it.
Yeah.
But,
100%.
Yeah. Like, kids lie so bad.
Even, man, my oldest nephew, man, is the worst with it.
It won't even be like a lie. It'll just be like a flat out excuse. It'll just be like, well, I didn't do it because, like, I don't even know how to break that thing. Like, or some shit like that, you know?
I tell all the time, like, look at me. Look at me, though. Do you really think I'm that fucking dumb? Do you really think that I'm that type? No.
No, I don't think you're dumb. It's like,
I remember, like, I remember I've had one incident where a nephew yelled at me. Out of where any kid.
He yelled at you.
He yelled at me one time, right?
Okay.
We're playing hide and go seek. He's the oldest kid, right? Besides me, but he's the oldest kid. Then it's like
Dustin, these kids at hide and seek.
There's like, yeah, for sure, but they want me to play,
Yeah, exactly.
Bullet or no shit,
Yeah.
But there's like 4 or 5 young ass kids. Just way younger. There's one close to those age. Most of them young. So, like I do the pretend to run. He's upstairs counting on the couch. I do pretend to run. Look at him. He immediately peeks up. He's looking. And it's only like if you're laying on the couch right there, you can only go upstairs or downstairs.
Exactly.
So now you're basically saying like, oh, well, I know they all went upstairs because of my ears. So I can look until I go up there and I know I'll get them all.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, what the hell, Lou? I'm like, bro, you're cheating. There's literally a 3-year-old playing. Oh, you're cheating, dude. And then he's like, all right, I won't do it no more. So then I hit him with a fake run. He didn't buy it. So then I hit him with a fake down these steps. And I look around the corner and he's doing it again. And I'm like, Lou, what? I'm like, you don't get to play no more, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you want to cheat with little ass kids? You can't play no more. He's like, I wasn't cheating. And he's like,
period.
he yelled at me. He was like, I wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like I literally caught him. It's not me
Exactly.
suspecting.
I saw you.
It's not me suspecting.
I saw you.
We made eye contact. Both times we made eye contact.
I'm not cheating.
Yes, it's not me suspecting him of it or something like that. You know
like
what I mean?
he didn't close his eyes again.
No,
At that
it's just
moment,
like,
the whole time was like,
he
I'm
just
not cheating.
literally was so mad that he got caught twice. He was so sad and ashamed.
Well, we've been there. We've both been there.
Yeah,
exactly.
you know how
You've
it
been caught that
feels.
type
You
of
know
thing.
how it
It's like-
feels, man.
And you try to lie anyway. I remember
They're still cringy.
lying to teachers about homework and being like,
We had homework.
I didn't do it because like sub didn't give homework. What? Like
Sprained my ankle.
I left it here, or I left it at home. I did it, but it's at home.
I left it at home.
I was at my cousin's house.
But
it's not even like that. But it's not even like that. It's like I was at my cousin's. Like it's like really bad. Like lie. It's really bad. You don't even sound confident what you're saying. And then like
I ate it.
I ate it.
Do you mean a dog ate it? No. Yeah. It's like, whatever you want. I'm just gonna get out of here.
I just want to get out of the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
That teacher pressure sucked. But I mean, getting in trouble when you're a kid sucked, period.
Yeah, it just
You
felt
know?
so weird. That,
Yeah.
man, you always felt like it was the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, like, it always deterred me for a long time.
I love
So I got
that.
into middle school. Middle school wasn't like.
I love that
normal.
Kevin Hart scene where he's talking about like he's like when you're a kid.
Oh, you like Kevin Hart.
He's
Huh.
like I like certain scenes of his. I do. But I hope he recovers, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was talking about when you like as a kid when your parent hits you. And he's like you don't show nothing in front of them. And they be like, go up to your room. You go up in your room, you're like, this bitch thinks she can hit me.
And you're all angry and shit. like fucking bitch. Like
that was like when you talk about faking shit, that was my number one thing, faking. Fighting. I would literally, you act like you're getting punched and shit. You're like, yeah. Two people are banking you.
You jump on the bed.
Yeah, I did. Literally. Pull triangle on a visible thing.
You're on the ground. You're getting fake kicked.
At the end, you're just like Wolverine. Wolverine. You gotta say some corny lines.
You go fake Super Saiyan.
Did you try and go Super Saiyan before?
Yeah.
I never tried to go Super Saiyan, but I did try Kamehameha.
Yeah, I've tried that too.
Yeah, I tried to Kamehameha.
I remember me and Mike G. We tried fusion. Tried fusion dance.
You guys tried to
We
fusion
tried
dance?
fusion dance.
That is great.
Yeah.
So you guys nailed it too?
We hit it on top. Yeah, we hit it. Yeah, we hit it, bro.
Are you for real?
We fused for a split second. We fused for a split second, bro. For a split second.
Oh, you really
For a
did.
split
Huh?
second,
You were a G.
We were stike.
Did you perfectly catch
We were
fingers?
Meave.
Because that's tough to do. Because if
Me-
you miss by a little bit, you can get a deformity.
We were Meave Bazzard.
You were on Bazzers?
Yeah, straight fingers, bro. I remember we fucked up a couple of times. We trained.
You missed?
We trained. We were in the hyperbolic time chamber. We were training.
Oh, you guys had sensu beans.
We had sex with each other.
So there it is, my G.
That was the
Sorry,
fusion.
my G.
That was the fusion. That was the fusion. It was a fusion of souls. Intertwining. Nothing engages best friends.
There's two best friends hanging out.
Nothing engages best friends.
That ain't gay.
Going fusing together. Bro, I remember like we all used to try to draw like in elementary school. I don't think yeah, everyone used to try to draw it too, yeah.
A little bit.
I remember the writing too, bro. Remember the daily journals that we used to do?
Love it. I love a good daily journal.
Oh my god.
I still wonder if people should do daily journal. Like, should everybody do a daily journal?
I think people should write every day.
People should write every day.
People should write every day.
People should write every day. They
little
do.
something.
A text
A little something.
message.
Or typing. Typing's pretty good. I can type pretty good.
You think you'd go to war with Iran?
You think I would get? What do you mean? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
If I would go,
What's it take?
a leader or a soldier?
What's it take?
For me to go? What do you mean? Like
You're
as
president of the United States.
I guess you kill somebody. That's pretty easy.
They straight up hit a ship, kill somebody.
If someone dies.
They shot a drone down apparently though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like no one died.
Did you see that they hit the Saudi oil fields?
Yeah, that's weird.
Crazy,
That's
right?
weird. Yeah.
What a strike!
And you don't even I don't even really remember hearing much about it. Like
You know
it
the-
wasn't like
You know the funny thing I didn't know was it's funny how strategic planning goes on of like shit you don't even think about. Like for the Saudis, they knew that Iran was always a threat to them. So only 20% of their oil can even be hit by Iran's missiles.
Yeah.
The 80% is in literally the middle of the desert.
yeah.
To where they can't even get hit because they know.
Well, one thing is like Iran also can't move its oil. Like Iran can't sell its oil with like international sanctions. Like it sells it, but it can't sell. Like people can't buy it. You know what I mean?
I don't believe in any international sanctions.
You don't
I don't believe in
you don't believe it
sanctions.
at all.
I don't believe
You
it.
don't believe it at all.
I believe in was if you got it and it's for the low, somebody got it.
I mean,
We've caught that 100,000 times.
Well, I think
we catch it almost every month.
I think one thing that's different now, especially with America, is like we're not really foreign dependent, from what I understand, on foreign oil. Like we produce we produce a lot of our own oil now.
We've always been like that. We've always produced a lot of oil, and
we've also
our main oil has always been from Canada.
We've also relied a lot of it foreignly though.
Canada mainly. That's what people don't know.
Saudi Arabia as well.
We think so, but our main oil supplier is Canada.
Well, yeah, because I mean they're right there. We have the pipelines.
Yeah, it's just way
pipelines
easier.
right there. With the pipelines right there. But I mean, I would say like at least second or third.
Oh,
Saudi,
probably second.
You know?
Probably second. Yeah.
So, but I would say now more than ever, it's just been domestic oil production. Like when those oil fields got hit.
Once we started fracking.
Well, when those oil fields got hit, our gas prices here were like going down.
Did you see like that Chinese it was a Chinese ship that was turning its GPS off and like altering its logs so that it could go through Japan ports to like pick up whales and shit and drop off whales and shit like that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was happening like multiple times apparently. So what they do is they're just like alter the logs basically of where they're at.
I think I heard the story about a boat like that, but I don't know.
These countries will just come into agreement. They're coming to agreement of like, you do this for me basically, and I'll say this, and it's like, who's going to investigate it? But every once in a while, you catch them, But basically, there was two separate incidents. I can't remember if it was exactly going down the same way, but one of them was
people like some fucking whales.
One of them was supposed to be like apples or some shit going to Africa or something like that. It was so long ago. Don't quote me.
From China.
From Japan, I believe. No, from this one was actually from like Russia, I believe. It was Russia to Africa of like some dumb shit, and it actually ended up going to North Korea, and it had grenades in it. So they caught something. So they caught something like that, but then they caught another one with the fishing vessels where this thing was
arms smuggling.
It was cutting off it was going to Japan, cutting off its GPS when it went to Japan. I guess picking up the whales there, and then cutting off and going to North Korea. But they were all in agreement.
But they were logging it.
They were all making benefits of this.
Right.
So they just logged it different, and they got caught doing it.
Well, who checks that? That's what gets me is like, who's checking that?
People are taking the L's.
It's like does America just come in? Does like someone from the UN just come in? Like how? Like
whoever's taking the biggest L.
It's the world, the way the political system's set up is a fucking shithole, man. It's like
it's a very funny thing, but it's when you really look
UN.
at it and you're like when you really look at it though and you think, okay, well, how should have things played out? It is like this. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of how things are supposed to play out. Like how else could something have been formed? Like
you're not gonna have one united.
You're not gonna have one world government or no shit like that
No.
at this point in history. No. And now you got 7 billion people. So like you
Well,
have to have different fractions.
Everything nowadays makes sense. Like all these different countries and shit, it all makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it just, like
attacking for resources, all of that shit. It makes
separate,
sense.
making your own group, making your own tribe. Pretty much,
It sucks, but
where you're just like, look, we are the tribe of America. This is our land right here. We have our borders. There you go.
I'll tell you what the sad fucking thing is when you see these pictures that NASA takes these pictures of just light from the Earth, light from all over Earth. And you see from 2012 to 2019, Syria, dog, it's just lit up with lights in 2012. And just 2019, bro, there's just one little patch of light that like goes and comes and goes.
That's the capital, man. Yeah.
Sad,
capital,
bro.
Yeah.
Sad. Just how dark. And there's certain spots where it's just nothing but light. Like India, they showed how much they doubled, bro. India is so much light on it now, bro, and the Syria just has
So
nothing.
so that's like one thing. Like like all that comes from like Arab Spring, like when there was like a large amount of Arab countries pretty much is like revolting against their government. Remember that shit when like you would see all the videos come out, they were just like killing the police and shit. Like, I mean, the people were just tired of being dictated and shit. People were tired of fucking being like pushed around. They like uprose. So they say they just uprose against like the people in power. And
I remember
that's
Egypt.
that's kind of like the result.
Egypt did that.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with Syria. I mean, it's a civil war. That's what happened. Egypt, was one that was able to remain stable, but Libya was another.
But Egypt pretty much.
Sunia.
Egypt, their overthrow worked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were able to remain stable.
Most of their people wanted that.
But Libya,
in Syria, there's a lot of people who still want Assad.
Sudan.
Yeah, Libya's the worst.
Yeah.
Libya's
Yemen.
the worst.
Like, there's a couple of them,
And now Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because they want to redo another election.
Yeah, Ukraine.
They just elected someone, and now they want to do another election.
Ukraine's a funky one because, like, you have, pro Russia versus like pro Ukraine.
There's and inside of it. I was just watching a Vice report on this, but there's all these different fractions who believe these different things. There's 3 different parties right now that are all arguing of who should basically be the leader, and they just can't come to an agreement. And
some people want to be a part of Russia, some want to be more Europe, and some people just want to be like Swedish style. I don't know, man.
Would you go Russia or Europe?
Probably going Europe.
Yeah, I'm going Europe too.
Yeah. I mean, Russia doesn't have anything really going for it.
I got that Arctic.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so does Canada. So does a lot of European countries.
Who wins in a war, Russia or Canada?
Well, I mean, Canada because of its allies. Straight up.
Oh, you think wars are won by counting your allies? It's by counting your enemies, Steven. It's by counting your fucking enemies, bro.
Okay.
Don't ever count on your allies.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to.
I seen a very funny thing once. You know how many? France is an ally of America, right?
Oldest.
You know how many troops France sent to Afghanistan? 17, I believe. 17 is what it was.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
I think even Australia sent 12. So it's like
I mean, that's like they're in a war against like Afghanistan.
But this is following up on 9/11, bro.
Yeah.
So if we're not going conspiratorial in any sense, you're going. They just got hit by a super terrorist attack. You would think they would have committed more than 17, dog. I mean, that's
but like if we
somebody might want to research me on that. That's what I read.
It's different because if it's against Russia, you have a different threat that threatens everybody. If Russia's Russian USA's fight, so you got to pick like the superpower. Afghanistan and Iraq are those superpowers where you need to be worrying about America in this war and having the
It's just the fact of like that was off. I think off the facts of what's there, that was off the back of a terrorist attack that killed 3,000 people.
Yeah.
So usually, if you have an ally, they're usually going to send something more than that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
maybe they did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like during the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, the number of our military bases spreading up throughout the European region and throughout Africa and whatnot spread up during that time when we were looking to portray our power in that region.
But that doesn't matter half as much as who's ready to put some bodies on the field.
Well, I mean, if we have an air base in France, that's pretty dope.
We need bodies on the field.
If we have a big ass air base in Germany, that's pretty fucking great.
You only win the war with soldiers on the ground. It's the only way you can win a war.
And you get them quickly. You get them there quickly. When you have soldiers stationed in Germany, you can get people in the ground in an hour or two. You fly them over there, literally.
For sure. But I'm just saying, period of like, I just don't like the fact of if you're my homeboy, you can send some more.
I'm just saying it would be different if it was against someone that really mattered.
You can't send 100. Okay, well, if you guys get your fucking well, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that. So let's say their fucking subway gets bombed.
I would even go as far to say as that 17 would be wrong.
That's what I originally read, bro. It was like 7. It was like 3 countries. It was 17, 12, and something else, something along the lines of that. But like I said, I could be wrong. This was a very long time ago. For me, it's like I would like to at least say, "Come on, bro, you can't send me."
Maybe withdrawing 2,000 of France's 3,400 troops in Afghanistan. 2012.
When was that? Okay,
2012.
Yeah, I definitely read it before. This is when the war was first start going on. I want to say I read this probably 2005, maybe. You know, I was a young kid. So maybe eventually.
They've been involved in the ongoing war since late 2001. As of 1 November 2009, 4,000 French personnel were deployed there.
4,000?
Yeah.
Okay, so
In
4,000. Okay, so see
2009.
that would be a little bit more respectable. How much would you send for me if I was your ally? And I just got a terrorist attack, and I'm about to say, like, look, I'm going to
How
fight
many
this
you got on
person.
the ground?
Say I send 50,000.
And you declared this war.
I'll send 50,000.
I'm sending you 25.
How many did we initially send? You sent me 25? You sent me half of what I said?
I'll send you 25.
Well, if I knew you're that kind of guy, I'll send 100. Because I want 50.
I'll send 50.
Yeah,
I'll send 50.
I like
100%,
that.
right?
That's a good game of risk.
I'm a good ally.
That's a good game
I'm a
of
good
risk. Just sending out what I got.
And your troops come down because you're using your troops to fight. Your troops come down to like.
I keep sending you
25,000. Then my 50,000 take you out.
I keep sending you to sketchy
I
spots,
can't stand it myself.
I'm like, yeah, we need you to invade. We're gonna come from above. Yeah, I actually sent 50,000 snipers.
And more than 40,000 Canadian armed forces served in the 12-year campaign in Afghanistan.
How many?
40,000.
Okay, yeah, well,
For
over
Canada.
12 years.
For Canada. I mean, France did 4,000 as of 2009, you know what I'm saying? So,
24.
like, 40,000 versus 4,000.
About 3,000.
Yeah.
About 3,000 a year. I guess it ain't so bad. I guess they ended up redeeming themselves.
Yeah, Canada. I'm pretty sure the UK did a lot too. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you send 10,000 troops to anyone, you're welcome, you know.
Exactly. Anything in the thousands, especially when your armed forces are already probably the 50,000s, couple, you know what I'm saying, 75,000.
Yeah,
were in there. So you had a lot of troops. You had over 100,000 troops you to play with. And then you had them doing their own thing.
What's the largest army ever, I wonder? You think it's a current day army?
I think it might be China.
Right now?
Yeah. Because they had like 400 million or some shit in their army. Something crazy. From what we know. Go look it up, though.
So you just go off of that theory of every one of ours is two of theirs?
I mean, when they have 1 billion people, they have double our population pretty much. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what I mean?
In war, you would literally have to kill 2 apiece. Everybody's got killed 2.
Let's see, number versus. Let's see the armed forces comparison. I mean, I might as well do it right.
Largest armed forces ever. That's all I want to know. I want archers.
So manpower. Oh wow, it's actually not that. Wow, not that many. It's only 2.3 million. And the U.S. has 1.2 million.
That doesn't seem like much, but I guess that is a lot. 1 million people.
That's a million-person army.
That's a lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know many companies that have 1 million people employed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like operate a military 1 million people.
So if we do square up though, if they're 2.7, you said
2.3,
2.3, and
so
we're 1.4, so we do got to kill 2 apiece if it comes down to it.
It's still double the size. So
yeah. That war never gets fought hand to hand.
No,
that war gets fought through bombs.
Yeah, it's technology,
treaty or bomb,
EMPs type deal. But another thing is they'll never invade. I don't think we'll ever be invaded.
No.
Yeah, I think we'll invade China before. You know what I mean?
I don't think we'll ever invade China.
You don't think so?
No.
I think we will.
You think America will invade China?
If we were fighting them, I think we'd have to go to China.
I feel like that's why I feel like it wouldn't be a war. It'd just be a bomb war of who can shoot the farther missile. All right, well, I can hit Beijing. You know what I mean?
But everyone's dead then. It says
That's what I'm thinking. It's just that's too much, bro.
Yeah,
that's too much going on.
Everyone definitely dies.
What I'm saying is, if you're saying I had to send, let's say I had to send 100,000 to Afghanistan, I gotta send my whole army to China at once. Is there even enough oil in the world? Is there even enough gasoline in my tanks?
Oh, yeah.
To send everything across the ocean.
We got plenty, boy. We got fucking
Can you
plenty.
imagine just seeing that? It would be all over the news. The entire fleet of 1 million troops going to China.
Oh, you would just see those crazy fucking Navy formations,
aircraft
carriers.
The biggest one you ever seen.
Aircraft carriers.
Every aircraft carrier.
Done.
Plus allies,
submarines, all that shit, man.
It's weird how that evil part of you wants to see it. You're like, I do want to see it. Just a mass fucking war.
And I do want to do some combat.
Yeah,
I want to go out there and
I want to
shoot.
drop a North Korean
I
invader.
want to go chop some shit up. You know what I'm saying? I want to be shooting that 50 caliber.
You remember in Saving Private Ryan? You seen that, right?
Yeah.
Remember when the guy's getting stabbed and what's his name, Hubble or whatever? He's on the steps and he can go in and save the guy, but he's just so scared. He stays on the steps,
he's just sitting
and the
there.
guy dies. But earlier he saved that guy's life.
He was calling out to him. Yeah, he was calling out to him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But earlier he saved the guy's life of the other troop.
Yeah.
So when he killed his boy, he came by. He was like, "This is your gift back or something," and let him go. Didn't kill him.
Yeah.
I was like, man, fuck that. That would haunt me. I couldn't imagine not going to save someone, bro.
I couldn't imagine
remember that video we watched where the guy's on top of the hill?
Yeah.
I'd never leave that guy.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't matter to me.
You're dragging him back with you.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like when I'm in, like I said, if I'm in police mode, right? I'm going home to my family, right?
Yeah.
If I'm in military mode,
you're going home. You're going home.
Everybody's going home to their family, dead or alive. Right. Everybody's bodies are going back. They're not getting our bodies.
One thing that scarred me is like going back to the Private Ryan time. It's like you're the one who makes it to the front line on that sand bunker, and then you're looking back, and people are still boats are still landing, getting chopped up. You're still seeing people getting blown up. Like that'd be fucking.
And you're just trying to move as fast as you can.
Yeah.
To something you don't even know if you're gonna win.
I told you about the one mission where they fucking climbed a 200-foot cliff.
Yeah.
And fucking went up.
Just badasses.
It's like.
But when they attack,
you want to win this war.
At first, they hit them with the flamethrowers.
Yeah.
There's light.
You ever see that flamethrower tank? It just shoots that napalm shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's horrible too. And they create that shit to where it sticks to shit.
It's gasoline.
They add it, right? They add it with gasoline, right? So it sticks to things and burns.
They pretty much make that. They make gasoline into jelly.
Horrible.
And it burns so fucking fast and so hot, but it also burns slow at the same time.
Right.
Because it just
catches fire fast, burns for a long time, burns super hot.
Fucking sucks.
The worst shit ever, bro.
Agent Orange. Agent Orange, motherfucker.
Agent Orange in jelly form.
I couldn't imagine getting bombed with that shit. It just
horrific, bro. Horrific.
I think you die instantly though.
I hope so.
I think it just goes through your you just burns through your skull.
Remember when they tell them stories of like after the atomic bomb hit, and they're like, there was people, their entire body still there, how they were just ash basically. But that ash hadn't even fallen yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like ash, which don't weigh nothing.
Exactly.
It was just holding itself up together. How hot's that gotta be? It literally did. It's so hot. It didn't even create a force when it incinerated that person. It just was like,
imagine like you didn't get hit by a bomb, but you went there for the cleanup, and you were just like,
yeah,
like they cleaned up after that shit, and that, like it doesn't get like they talk about dropping it a lot, but they don't talk about the aftermath a lot.
Well, between that and Fukushima, they gotta just have everywhere's radiation, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure people are still born with shit.
They are.
Like, yeah. From that shit, just
black eyes is a main common thing.
Yeah,
black pupils
eyes
and shit.
And really fucked up skin. Like,
yeah,
they have, like the skin it just like tears so easily or something.
I think I read about web feet too.
Yeah, that was another thing.
Yeah,
and also like blood eyes, like bloodshot eyes, just eyes not being developed.
Horrible, bro.
It's just frying you, man. And it's invisible. You don't even know what it is.
Worst thing ever done in humankind, in human history.
Yeah, that nuke.
But then
two of them.
People always go Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty. That was wrong too. A sneak attack killed a lot of people that day.
And you killed citizens too, just like we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really.
All is fair in love and war.
We made you pay twice.
Yeah, the second one, that was like, damn, double tap.
I never thought of it as double tap, but that's what it is.
Double tap.
I said, this is ending.
Yeah.
This is ending now.
They hit their port, then they hit their main city.
Yep. Killed everybody. It's killed everybody. They were like, yeah.
I wonder how many people in total that killed.
You want to keep fighting?
Yeah. We got more.
Do you keep fighting?
Got more though.
I think I'm done.
Oh, no. That's when I keep fighting.
I think I'm done.
No, I'm not done. It's too late. It's too late to be done. It's like that moment we saw the other day when you're fighting.
Just keep bombing you?
If they fuck you up, bitch, send them all. Bitch, send them all.
Well, look at Japan nowadays.
We're all die. We're all die here.
Look at Japan nowadays.
We're all die here. I don't give a fuck, bro. Once you do some crucial ass shit like that, you know what I mean? It's like someone punching you in the face and you not fighting them. It's like, bro, they punched you in the face as hard as they could. And you're just like, well, I can't beat them up, so I'm not even going to fight them. That's how I felt. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to mock Japanese like that or be anything like that. I know it's not like that.
Yeah.
But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for me, it's like that you already did too much for me to say even forfeit. And you're going to have to kill me now because you done did too much, dog.
You nuked everybody.
You
kill
nuked
us.
my people.
Kill us.
Twice.
Kill us.
It's over, dog. You're going to kill us, bro.
Just nuke this whole fucking island.
It's funny when you watch
Put
that.
me under, bitch.
When you watch that Dan Carlin, it shows you
Talk about the one with the nukes.
Supernova in the East one, not the nuke one.
Oh, the one with Japan.
With Japan and China.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how like China would just come in and out of basically being in power, losing power, but Japan was steady. They grabbed this island that was like in between all of them, and it was a huge thing. And like basically they had to decide to like be dickheads or to use this island to expand.
Yeah.
So they kept the island, but then that ended up just causing more turmoil. The whole entire world basically
and they
turned
did
on
both.
them. And then they lost it.
They did both.
Yeah.
They expanded in a fucked up way.
Yeah, pretty much. So
but I mean, like they had everything. They had like all of Indonesia. They were down in India. They had all of Vietnam.
Yeah, they were definitely doing their thing. They were
all throughout there. They had Korea.
But like Dan Carlin talks about, everyone in the East, everyone in the Middle East over there, I guess it could be considered Middle East and Asia. They're all fighting, but at the same time, they all know if China, which like it keeps happening throughout history, if China just gets their shit together instead of having all these different sections, they just all band together, that China can wipe them all out at once because there's just so many people right there. So he talks about that, like, and at the end of Supernova of the East, he talks about how Japan they kept knowing basically they were trying to grab as much as they could while China was weak, but they kept knowing. Once they got their shit together, it would be an army of whatever, fucking million. You know what I mean? And basically, that's what ended up happening. And then China was like, "Well, now we got some power, and you bullied the fuck out of us."
Yeah.
They would what they did was they would keep basically breaking agreements. They would keep saying, "Let us." Japan would be like, "Let us post up here, and we won't go any farther." And they just straight up did a risk move, bro. And when they would just go farther.
And when they surrendered everything that they owned, from the nukes and whatnot. So that also allowed China to regain its independence from there. So that was another part of it.
When they surrendered, there was nukes?
No, I'm saying when Japan surrendered. Japan surrendered after the nukes were dropped.
Oh, to America.
Yeah, exactly. And
this is this is hundreds of years before this.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about,
This is Dan Carlin way back in ancient history.
So Supernova in the East was like leading up into like the World War.
Yeah. I'm sorry, exactly. So it's like I believe it's beginning of World War I or right before.
Yeah,
World
like 1900. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is not as recent as R-bomb, because when was R-bomb dropped? It would have had to have been
1940s something.
40s? Okay.
1940. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about so maybe about 30 years earlier than that.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then like I said, like once Japan surrendered and they gave back all the territory they had from China, China was able to then come to power from the 50s, 60s, and leading up into this point. That's when they started growing from there.
Gotcha.
Once they got, once the Japan got taken out,
right,
they started everything.
And they're like, okay, that's all we needed.
Which is weird because it's like, they were just coming from that little ass island. Like, how many people did they really have? Like,
yeah.
But the one thing was that they were just savage.
And they're also grabbing people.
They were just
they were talking about, bro, the samurai.
Soldiers, man.
The samurai were a next level of fighter, bro. When they first came around,
yeah,
they were a next level of fighter, dog.
Yeah,
like people did not want to score up with samurai, bro.
Yeah, they're.
It was hard to as he tells it, it was hard to even find people that were still fight to the death.
They had that mental warfare thing going on because it's like everyone heard about samurais. They were like, "You don't want to fight. You don't want to square with samurai,
about how,
bro."
Over time, as Japan is expanding, they go farther away from samurai, and samurai become their elders and their politicians.
Yeah,
and they stop practicing fighting and shit, and they actually end up becoming people that they're just mockeries. They would just be people that carried swords and shit that couldn't even fight and shit. Yeah,
I mean, like The Last Samurai, like that was a movie that was like,
yep, exactly.
They had like, I mean,
that's
of course,
that's what that is right there.
Exactly, it was like they had the of course it was a movie, but like the actual battle between like cultural tradition of like the way the samurai versus.
When's number 2 dropping real quick though? Just
November 16th, 2020.
Check it out.
All theaters premiere in October. At the theater in Los Angeles, whatever. I forgot what the fuck it's called.
That's one of my favorite movie scenes ever, though, when they're all just running. I just love how they're running.
When they get chopped up?
I love how they hold their sword up here. They hold their sword up here, though.
On the horse.
And they're like, no, like, well, yeah, some of them are horse, but some of them are running. And I remember the one times, it's like, for like 100 yards.
Yeah, it's going. And then they get chopped up.
Yeah, then they get horribly. As the guy's just crying, chopping his own people up.
That shit was legit, though.
That shit was legit as fuck.
What a fucking machine.
It's a great movie. I'm not even a big fan of Tom Cruise, but he's done some magic.
Yeah, I don't like Tom Cruise too much.
But he's done some magic, right?
He's done some magic.
He's done some magic. Give him that.
Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky. Even when he played in Tropic Thunder, I thought he was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, the Mission Impossibles aren't bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're
a little corny, but not bad.
Yeah, he had a couple others too, man.
Top Gun. That's another one.
I'll tell you what, man. Some motherfucking Koreans love some Top Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I go to this market downtown, but it's owned by mainly Koreans. And like all of them have like Top Gun shit. You go I'll see him go to his car. We park in the same lot. Just Top Gun stickers, Mission Impossible stickers. They just like Tom Cruise, like it's
Scientologist.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're Scientologist, bro.
Yeah, biggest scam ever. Just got to spend a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I'd be in Scientology.
What was their leader called? The Xenu dude?
Tom Cruise.
Is it Tom Cruise?
That's actually not, but
Tom Cruise. No, he's the leader.
But if you listen to the lady that's from King of Queens, she says that basically it's Tom Cruise. It's all about what Tom Cruise wants. He's just not the head figure.
So Tom Cruise is Scientology now?
You didn't know that?
Tom Cruise is just I know he's a Scientologist, but I know that he was like the leader of it.
Yeah, he's the top of the. Well, there's a leader, right? Which is like that old guy that Joe Rogan had on the podcast. That guy's son is the leader.
Did he have a son? He had a Scientology leader on there? Wow, I know that.
The guy wasn't the leader. His son is the leader.
Right, but still.
Yeah, the guy. So he defected, but his son is the current leader. Tom Cruise is the head figure, but basically the lady from King of Queens, I forget her name. So, she was Scientologist.
Tom Cruise has to be fucking crazy then, man.
Bro, they said if you ever see anyone with Tom Cruise, they're Scientologists. He don't allow no one else around them. They do anything Tom Cruise wants, bro. When you say why would Tom Cruise be a Scientologist, right?
What the fuck?
Because Tom Cruise is a god. He's a god in Scientology, bro. He probably fucks whatever he wants. They probably bring him grapes to eat. It's literally whatever he wants.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Tom Cruise is Scientology, dog. And the thing is, they got John Travolta too. But they don't fuck with John Travolta because of his old lifestyle, apparently. He's done things that aren't holy to them.
Okay,
so he's still a Scientologist, but they don't allow him.
He ain't no Tom Cruise.
He ain't no Tom Cruise.
But
he should be. John Travolta. John Travolta's just as big as Tom Cruise.
Well, I mean, what does John Travolta mean in Scientology? It's like
he's just a head figure. But he's not. He doesn't have no strings pulling like how Tom Cruise does.
That's what I'm saying.
Tom Cruise's secretaries are Scientologists.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Huh? I'm going to do some more research on Scientology, bro.
Think about this. Let's really get into it. How much money is Tom Cruise probably funding into Scientology so that it's tax free? Just whatever money you get, donate it to Scientology. Then run it right back and get the leader to give it to you tax free. Can you do that?
I don't know. Like how you said that in there, then you're just like, can you even do that? I don't even fucking know. That sounds like you can do that. Because I mean, like,
they're trying to repeal that as they should.
That's what every charity does.
All religions tax-free should be repealed.
That's what every charity does.
I don't give a fuck what religion you are, bro. You should pay taxes, motherfucker. I pay $200 a week in taxes, dog. That's my bills.
I think the same thing with charity too, because like if you're profiting.
Oh, if it's a profit, but if it's a non-profit, I don't think you should pay taxes.
But I think even non-profits take home some profit. You know
if that's the case, then they should.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you're profitable,
I'm hoping that's not the case.
You're making income. It's like you should be getting taxed.
I hope that's not the case.
Don't tax the charitable services, but tax those motherfuckers making money. It's like just saying.
You want to promote things like that, though, even if you do gotta give away a little taxes. Somebody to do a little charity work. It's a good thing. So I think it's a good thing to have like charity subsidizes in there.
Yeah, of course.
Subsidies.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't tax the charity work expenditures, but like
you're saying tax the charity workers.
No,
no,
but I'm saying like when if you're making profit, you're like you're banking it, or CEOs taking home whatever
But
amount.
isn't
You know,
a nonprofit is supposed to be a nonprofit? So you're saying there's some dirty shit going on. Well,
well,
in that case,
I think nonprofit's just a name. You know what I'm saying? I
I
think
don't think so, bro.
you know?
Nonprofit means that they don't make profit off it. It means they just pay for expenses. So like people's salaries, what they need to get the shit, whatever they do done, the janitor, the cleaning supplies, like it's shit like that. Shit still has to get paid for, but they personally
no,
they don't put dollars
100%.
into their bank account.
Yeah, but I think there's like the
I'm
way
with
it's
you.
worded.
I'm with you. You never know. You never know with these motherfuckers.
That's where I'm at with
but
it.
It's supposed to be, from what I know, nonprofit.
Yeah, I think if you have like a local nonprofit, they're probably nonprofit.
It's weird having a charity and be like,
But
if like it's a nonprofit, you're like, no. That's weird, right?
You make money.
Yeah. No, I make money off this.
It's your business. No,
what do you do?
We're
I
nonprofit.
feed kids. I feed homeless kids.
You make money off that?
Yeah. There's actually a lot of money in it.
It's actually a great hustle.
Yeah. Way more than I did drug
They
dealing.
get fed. We make money. What else do you want? I don't get it. Are you not happy with that?
That's how it is. Like the job I'm doing, like these last 2 days, it was just like horrific going out there. I don't know how much you can really say out here these days, but like it's a government,
it's iffy.
It's a government job, you know. And you go out there, and you're like I'm asking the people, I'm like, which ones you want me to do? And it's like, I don't care. It's like just basically just want me to go out there and just do some work, bro. Just do some work for some money. They got money to spend. They need to spend it. They're just like, go do some work, baby. Like, I don't even care what gets done. It's like, okay. You know what I mean? I guess I'll just do whatever I think should be done, which is weird.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's my company or some shit. I'm not even making the money.
That's one of the weirdest things. Like, because I work in a business where like we also do like government work, and like there'll be sometimes like they'll come to us with like an end of the year budget. And, like, look, we have this money, we gotta spend it. We just have to spend it. Do whatever.
Yeah, that's what this is. But it's just even worse than that, because it's like I go to a building, I'm like, honestly, there's like 100 windows that need to be fixed, you know, and they'll be like, fix the 25 worst ones. But they don't tell me which ones. Like, I gotta go
exactly.
It's not the worst window in here. Like, the whole time I'm trying to choose and shit. You know
exactly, because they're gonna go back and like they'll come back.
Like,
to you,
that's not. What about this one?
Like we told exactly. Now they got 30 windows.
Fucking tell me, motherfucker.
Now you did all the windows.
Exactly. It's just crazy, bro. It's like you guys don't even give a shit, man.
Yeah, because there's just so much money
It's just
circulating.
I need that money spent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, then it was like, all right, well, we already agreed to pay this amount, so like, just do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it done. Just whatever has to happen. That's where like just construction. Like I remember I was walking past, is like when people would do like that scaffolding shit that's like 20 stories tall, man. That shit's wild, bro. I walked by a hotel where they had that shit all the way around. You be on that 20-foot, those 20-story scaffolding?
I've been on some shit, dog. I've been on some
Scaffolding?
shit. I had on those type of scaffolding. That's usually when they're doing siding work.
Yeah.
So usually I don't have to. I've got on one at one time. It wasn't no 20 stories there. It was probably like 8.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not what I
Nothing
want.
crazy, exactly.
But bro, I've been on them swinging stages, boy. And
What do you
the
mean?
shit that goes up the side with the 2 motors.
Oh yeah. Where
Yeah.
you clean the windows shit.
That's hands down
Yeah.
the sketchiest shit, dog. I way rather be on that scaffold, dog. That scaffold is anchored to the wall.
What about the people
When you're what I'm saying, listen, there's some sketchy shit that goes on, bro. When they set up a fucking a side thing, you know?
Yeah.
I forget what word I just used. A swinging stage.
Yeah.
It's way sketchier than when they set up scaffold. People that come out and set up scaffold, bro, that shit is anchored down to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, not always the ground, but it's anchored to the side of the wall.
Yeah.
So even if it collapsed, it would still be stuck to that wall.
Yep.
When they come out and set up a swinging stage, dog, it's 2 or 3 guys that don't look that trustworthy, bro. They don't look like the hardest workers in the world. And they go up there, like when you're on the top of these big buildings, they have like these big, like, it's almost like you tie a horse up to.
Yeah.
It's like that, but metal.
You're right.
And that's what they tie up to, these big ass ropes. And then they hang that down over the side and you run that through a motor.
Yeah, they
On the
just
swinging
motorized
stage,
it
you go
down.
up there. You're just completely banging that these guys tied this thing correctly.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Where when you're on that scaffolding, you can see the bolt going into the wall.
I was sort of saying, like,
You know what I mean?
I'd rather be the guys, like, you've seen the guys that rappel down by themselves and clean the windows.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that because I'm doing my own work.
And on that one, as long as you tie your own thing, that's all I ever
Exactly.
said. I just want to tie.
Exactly.
So like when we go out there, bro, I'd never hop around the swing stage, dog. I go in the building, I go all the way to the top, and I look at the shit first because I just do not trust it, bro. I'm like, I be looking at some of these dudes. I ain't never seen a guy at one of those
He looks like a fiend.
Bro, they always look bad. Or like, I hate to say it, but like even obese. Like I just like, I'm sorry. I hate to judge people, but like I'm going up there and just, I don't even know if shit looks right, but I'm gonna make sure shit looks right.
I used to do a lot of deliveries downtown. Like I would see some people be working on the elevators. Same thing. This guy looks like a fucking fiend. He's working on a goddamn elevator. Like
elevator, we put so much trust in elevators.
Yeah.
I was about the day with driving too. We put so much trust in people every day, bro.
Yep.
Most of the time, there's not even a barrier. We just mutually agree that on this yellow line, you're going to go this way and I'm going to go this way.
And you're not coming over.
And we're going at 60, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
All it takes, like, you know, we talked about like that crazy
think about all the time.
Yeah,
you're just like, what if I swerve over here?
I would kill you.
Head on.
We'd both die.
I might live. You might live. One of us is dying.
Somebody die.
Exactly.
Might be the person behind you hitting you.
Exactly.
But it's just crazy to think about.
I might hit you into someone else and they die.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like
it's horrific to think about.
Yeah, that
you just trust people all day long.
The elevator thing. I remember, like I said, when I used to do deliveries, like I'd ride. I remember I had to take the elevator up to like the 30th floor. You know that crack in between?
Yeah.
What I would stand in the doorway and I would look down through the crack.
Oh,
and just
man.
be like, and you could see the bottom basement light all the way down. Just be like,
this is the funniest time. We were doing down Canton. We were doing a job with this guy, Umberger. Shout out Umberger. We were on this elevator. I've never got stuck in an elevator any other time, but this one time. And the bitch just got fucking stuck, dog, out of nowhere. And I'm just
never stuck. Yeah,
I was just like, like I'm just geeking. And I remember Umberger just looks at me. He's like, "Calm down." I'm like, what? I'm just laughing. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm on the clock. Like I'll sit there for 10 hours. I'm gonna get OT.
Yeah.
You know. So he's like, stop. He's like, calm down. I'm like, bro, I'm totally fine. I'm like, I'm good. He's like, dude, just calm down. You can't be acting like that. We don't know how long we're gonna be here. I'm like, are you all right? He's like, chill, bro. He's like, just chill out, man. He's like, just sit down, bro. Just chill right there. I'm gonna chill right here. And like, he's like panicking and trying to portray it on the
video. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what he's doing.
I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give one shit.
Like, whoa, don't freak out, man.
Whoa, dude, don't act like
stay
that.
calm.
Yeah, exactly.
I need you.
Look at me. I'm calm.
Exactly. You calm the fuck. I'm calm. You see this?
That's when I learned that like this guy came up. If you ever look at any elevator in the door, there would be a circle. That's an elevator key. So this guy just came up and opened it up with that elevator key, and we just had to like climb up and get out.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that's pretty cool.
You on top of the elevator?
No, like he opened the door.
Oh, you were near the floor.
If you look at like when you're about to get an elevator, somewhere in those two doors there will be a hole.
Right.
That hole is an elevator key. They can.
Yeah, no, I got you. But one
open it.
You were in between the floor right there. So
yeah, we're like halfway. So
exactly.
So we opened up and we climbed up there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Got out.
I was thinking you might have been low enough to where like you had to climb with the top hat.
I always wished.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I always wished.
In the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
To me, that's like a huge like fourth wall break. You're like, oh, this is because they make the way they make elevators so nice.
Some places make us bring up fucking glass on top of elevators.
On top of elevators?
On top of that. They'll pull up to the bottom of the floor. They open it up with the elevator company.
And you'll stand on top
put
of
the glass on there. Us on there. Go up.
Oh, fuck no.
Insane.
So you stand on top of elevators?
Stand on top of elevator, bro.
What the fuck?
Stand on top of elevator. This is only one pot that I ever had to did that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Stand on top of elevator with a piece of glass.
Why? Because they don't want you to damage the elevator?
Because I'm an idiot.
And you agreed to it.
I haven't done the things that I said I was going to do in life. It's simple as that.
Okay, you were like, okay, let's go top elevator. Let's do it. Like,
well, it sounded cool, you know, but then
cool.
You look at it and you're like, I'm in an elevator shaft with this big ass piece of glass. If it breaks, I literally can't go nowhere. There's not a side.
Well, then if it malfunctions, they go straight up, you get crushed.
If they go straight up, yeah. I always remember I'm dropping though. If they drop, I'll grab the wire that's not falling, right?
Oh, if you're dropped, I'd rather be on the top than the inside.
But not with a piece of glass.
Piece of glass.
You're dead, bro.
No, but y'all think you would be inside with a piece of glass either.
We did this other one the other day where it's like this guy just straight up jumped out of it. Two people were fighting. This guy just jumped out of a second-story window, dog. Just straight up jumped out. Bro, blood everywhere. The biggest fucking puddle of blood ever. He cut his entire body up.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the blood puddle was as big as this entire room, Steve.
See, that's weird because like
this guy had to die.
Maybe there's something to this Asian shit. Now, hear me out. Because 10th grade year in school, we had a Korean algebra teacher. He saw a fight from his second-story classroom window, and he was looking out, and he jumped and dropped out from that window, hang drop,
Raise.
landed, goes over and breaks up the fucking fight.
Raise.
It is like
That's all I can tell you is literally
I'm
raise.
just like, okay, like
What the fuck, bro? Teacher
that,
of the year?
That happened.
Is that teacher of the year?
That happened at my school. I'm gonna shout him out. Shout out Mr. Konk.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Cohen, bro, because that's just awesome, bro.
He was my favorite teacher.
I go to schools and just see
because he was Asian.
Sure, it wasn't.
It was definitely because he was Asian. It was definitely because he was Asian.
Yeah.
Come on,
he understood me. Blah blah blah. I go to some of these schools.
There's favoritism there.
I go to some of these schools where it's like I literally watch these students disrespecting the shit out of these teachers, and they literally don't stop nothing. Like the other day, I'm at this school. I ain't gonna say which one, but I'm doing some work. And like, there's this guy just walking through the halls, and the guy's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to so and so." He's like, "Well, where's your pass?" We need a pass. He's like, "It might be like you obviously know, you know.
You obviously need a pass."
He's like, "You need a pass?" I'm like, yeah. The guy's like, he's just the ultimate. You know that friendly ass white guy teacher that's just too friendly.
Yeah.
He don't know when to take it serious. He's like, "Where's your pass, man? Come on, dude. Where's your pass?" And the guy's just like, I'll go back this way. He's like, "No, come in here," and just like lets him sit in his room. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on with these teachers, dude? That guy right there, he's not gonna drop out of a second-story window to go break up a fight.
Nope.
You know, he's gonna do whatever the student says.
Yeah, exactly.
You've seen teachers like that,
bro. But I've worked teachers like that. High
school.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Remember, my chemistry class was like that. Just complete fucking chaos.
Remember how people used to do Mr. Hightower?
Oh my god!
People just completely the disrespect.
They popped him.
They popped Mr. Hightower.
There was a couple teachers that got popped.
They popped Mr. Hightower in the chin, though, I believe.
Yeah, they tested his jaw.
Mr. Hightower, you know who he looked like? The father on Steve Urkel show. He looked like that guy, didn't he?
Yeah,
he looked just like
he
that.
Also
guy.
looked like that one like security guard sitcom. I forgot. Yeah,
you're talking about the same thing.
Is it the same guy?
It's the same thing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the cop. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Just like that guy, man.
Just like that guy. Remember when he talked? He spit.
Spit.
So people hated that.
Yeah, and they didn't want to sit in the front. I remember we sat in the front of the room for a little bit.
Then we got to the back.
Yeah, he was.
I just remember get to the back every day. He's just like, if you leave early, it will be detention. And like we were right next to that door, and we just be looking at him, and we're just like, you just give that look. You're just like,
leave.
Leaving 10 minutes early, dude. It was like so stupid. Like, why did we even leave 10 minutes early? It was just to do something bad.
I remember that, and the one day that like he kept the class late, and
we left.
All three of us just left.
Yeah, we're like, no.
Yeah,
no. I
mean, y'all two left, and I was going to leave, and he was just like, "Where are you going? You'll get suspended." I'm just like,
I remember that.
Everyone's like, all the other kids were just like, just go, just get out of here. I just left.
That's so weird. Like, why would we be the three leaving?
Exactly.
Like, we're the ones that are leaving. Like, that don't make sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We usually some other badder kids are
nothing came of that, so we bitched that dude.
We bitched that dude so many times, bro. I'm not even like proud to say stuff like that, you know. But like, there was just no control, bro. I mean, we left and nothing happened.
There was no support for the teacher.
We literally used to leave 10 minutes early every day.
There's nothing there to back up what the teachers threatened.
The principal got hit.
Yeah.
The principal got her wig pulled off.
The vice principal got hit too. Yeah.
The principal got her wig pulled off.
Yep. The gym teacher was assaulting people.
The principal.
Remember
just baking.
Just
baking that first.
Remember when the gym teacher fought that kid?
He fought a couple kids.
Yeah.
But just baking this. The principal got her wig pulled off, bro. Like literally, can you hear that anywhere else?
No.
Have you ever heard anything like that? The
in
principal,
a middle school, 13-year-old.
They plucked her and pulled her wig off.
Bink, bink.
Y'all
got her, snatch her shit.
That was that kid Eric. He was just super weird, man. I remember he used to sniff chalk and act like it was Coke.
Yeah, I
might have
did a chalk bump before.
We all know about your famous bump.
I think I did.
Remember your famous
bump?
I
did a pepper one.
When you got caught, bro.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That was one of the times I felt bad. Because I'm just like, why? Why are we enticing him?
I worked my way out of that one. Though, you know?
That was just talk about wrong time, wrong place.
That's one thing I was always able to do was like once I got home.
Well, now we gotta tell the story, right?
Yeah.
Now we gotta. But basically, we're at the lunch table, and Steve's fucking on the other side of me. And I remember, like, A couple times
It somehow came up.
A couple times you had sniffed eraser shavings.
Well, yeah, that because I would always like I'd
And
pull
you
them
would
through,
spit them out.
spit them out. Yeah.
Which I have no idea why you did that or
know.
why we wanted to see it.
No.
But then the one time I remember we're just like, yeah, do the pepper, dude. Do the pepper. And
I
none
was
of
like-
us really thought about the effects
But
of it.
I was also going through like watching the jackass shit. You know,
Literally, as you're sniffing it, we just hear, what are you doing?
Miss Freeman.
And we
Miss
turn
Freeman.
around to see the principal.
I remember
The
just going,
literal principal being
no,
like,
Miss Freeman, the vice principal.
was it the vice
It was Miss
principal? She's
Freeman,
like,
yeah.
did you just sniff? Well, she became the principal eventually.
Eventually,
Remember?
yeah.
She's the one that got her wig pulled off. She
No,
became.
that was Miss Sparrow or whatever.
That's why. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
yeah.
right. Okay. So she's like, "Did you just sniff that pepper?" You're just like, "No." And she's like, "Come with me."
Yeah.
Because yes, I was like,
And I went to Miss Schroeder's
Oh.
office. Remember?
I don't know what happened after that, but
Yeah.
I just felt so
I went
bad.
to the guidance
because I remember
counselor.
you just put your head down. You're like, "No, I got a headache."
Yeah.
I was
But this is the
I
thing.
bet after that pepper.
But listen, this is the thing. Like, I was always able to work it out because, like, the school would always call and tell my grandma some crazy shit. And then I'd get home, my grandma would be like, "What happened?" I'd be like, "I just wasn't feeling good." And she was just like, "You're stoned in pepper." I'm just like, and I never got in trouble
She
for
asked
it.
you about it?
Yeah.
And
Well, of
what'd
course,
you
because they called
say?
my house.
What did you
They
say?
called my house.
What did you say?
I told her I wasn't feeling good. I have my head down. That's all. And that they were lying.
And your poor grandma believed you.
Either that or she was just like,
Whatever.
okay,
I ain't arguing this one.
I don't want to know.
And it's so weird to see
I don't
that,
wanna know
like
they
Miss
snuck-
Freeman. I actually think Miss Freeman, one of them ended up dying. Might have been Miss Sparrow.
I don't know.
But Miss Freeman, let's just say, still out there in this world. Like, can you believe one time I seen a kid sniff pepper?
I don't think it's in her mind.
Bro, I hope it is.
From all the other crazy shit that happened in that school, I don't
But
think it's
you
the one-
did a line of pepper in front of her. Like, what's the odds? She never seen that again or before.
Yeah. But I don't think she's remembering that one. You know what I mean?
I
She
think
just
so.
remember that time she got
I think
plucked.
she remembers that,
She
dude.
remember that time she got plucked.
I think she remembers that time she looked over and seen an Asian bagging a line of fucking pepper.
Nah, she forgot that one.
I think she tells people.
She forgot it. It's
I
in the
remember that
past.
one time I seen. I don't know how much we can say. I always wonder how much we can say. But one time I
The
seen.
game's out.
I seen Miss
Yeah.
Bowman's tits. Well, like her tit.
Oh, yeah.
She bent over, and just like her tit, kind of like when she went back, her tit kind of got stuck on the outside. And I remember just like it was a couple of us. I think it might have been a Paul Schroeder.
Yeah.
It was like a couple of us, and we're just like, it's like, are you? You know, it's weird to say something.
I know someone that supposedly saw that puss.
That's a hard one. But after seeing her too, I'm like, maybe. But yo, she's a big old bitty.
You went home and jerked off to her.
I'm still drunk off to it, man. big old Miss Bowman bitty.
Big old
Big old motherfucker.
It was wild because you're part of that group, right? That middle school group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody talked about Miss Bowman.
They be in there, yeah.
They like Miss Bowman
were in
bad.
there, yeah.
I don't think she was bad, but she had a big old bitty.
Yeah. You weren't bad, but from all the teachers, they'd be like, you fantasize about her.
I'll tell you what really was bad was our original math teacher, like Miss Miller or something. The one, the class that was by the lunchroom.
Oh, yeah.
She was the baddest one, bro.
Little light
And she
skin
wasn't
thick,
even that
yeah.
bad, but she was bad.
Little light skin thick.
Yeah, little light skin.
Then another teacher like there, like Clapper or some shit. Like
Hope
another
not.
teacher.
I can see it, Mr. Johnson getting up in
I
there.
was thinking Hightower.
Mr. Hightower and Clapper. I love when they're like, believe.
Rush.
I love that meme that they got going around where it's like, believe in yourself. And it just shows that ugly ass picture of
Bro.
that crackhead. And it's like, this guy fucked Janet Jackson.
Remember everyone was like yeah, Miss Grant, Miss Spanish, and Miss Riviera.
That's real, bro.
They were in a relationship.
You know that's real.
Yeah, I know.
Right, okay.
I know.
They got
I remember-
married.
But I remember for a long period of time,
Nobody
I was like,
believed
no,
it.
you're a liar.
Mike G is the one that confirmed that.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I seen him at Walmart.
Yeah, together.
They were together.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I
that,
seen him one time in Sears too.
that
bro.
literally just seems like a joke. You know?
Exactly.
'Cause you
That was
can't,
one of those Marilyn Manson.
like,
joke
why
things.
did people say that Sierra had a dick?
That she was a hermaphrodite?
Where
She's a man.
where did that come from?
Or that Marilyn Manson's ribs got taken out.
Where, bro?
Suck his dick.
Where did we get this shit from?
That's what I'm saying. But it's crazy that one turned out to be real.
Marilyn Manson?
No, the lesbian relationship.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm about
Yeah.
to say Marilyn
'Cause
Manson.
that was along that like at the time when I first heard that was along the lines of like that Marilyn Manson thing was like, nah, that's just a fucking rumor that everyone believes.
I remember watching Sierra videos where like, you see a dick? Yeah. It's like there's no dick there.
Yeah, everyone's like, Bro, you know she has a dick.
They're just idiots.
I don't know, man. And you know, it's funny because that's like a nationwide thing. That's not just like a local school thing.
I'll tell you,
People across the country believe
for
that.
sure.
You know?
I'll tell you that one of the funniest stories I have about middle school is this one that sticks with me. You know, I used to do some rapping back in middle school and there.
You were doing elementary school.
Yeah, used to be battling some people in middle school and shit.
Right.
Well, one time, like, I'm about to battle Terry.
Who
Shout
beat
out
us?
Terry. And, like, out of nowhere, this boy, Pito, Alexis, he's like, yo, I'll battle you. And he never battled no one. I was like, whatever. I didn't even like doing it like
Did he
that.
go in?
I'm like, bro, he went in on me, Steve. This kid literally spit like a hot ass verse.
Do you know any of his bars? Do you remember any of it?
Bro, listen, well, let me finish the story, right? So I'm like, what the fuck, bro? It's got fried up, dog, in a freestyle, bro. I'm eating this for like 2-3 days. I'm eating this. Thank God to my boy Daryl Morris. He's like 3 days go by. Well, Daryl used to watch all of the rap battles on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember those.
All of them.
Yeah.
Daryl comes out there. He's like, yeah, what was that one shit you said to Mike a couple of days ago? And I do remember the line, which it was like, he said some shit where it was like, boy, you're in the strange. Oh, he said something like, boy, you're in the stranger zone. Oops, you left your banger home. Clack, clack, boom, brain be gone. Some shit like crazy shit like that.
Yeah, right. It's not good though.
And he told Daryl that. And Daryl was like, ain't no way. And we were in Mr. Coleman's class, and he literally went on YouTube to the back thing. He's like, he looks up fucking
that guy.
He looks up Reed Dollars, bro. That's who it was, Reed Dollars, and he plays
word for word
what this kid said to me, bro. I'm like, and this, bro, I'm talking. My spirits were low for these next couple of days. You know,
he was there,
and he's right there. It's me, Daryl, and him.
He's probably
he's literally geeking.
That guy's
literally
stole
geeking.
my
I'm
shit.
like, what the fuck, bro? Now I gotta go around and explain to everyone that you fucking cheated. They're never gonna believe me.
He said that guy stole my bars, man.
Yes, right.
That guy stole my bars.
That kid had a weird thing.
He stole my rhymes.
I remember another time with that kid where like he came in, there was like this new song. I think it was it was like Lil Wayne Lollipop or some shit, like just came out. Yeah. He came in, he had all the lyrics written down on a page, and he's talking to like 5 of us.
GTA Chico style.
He's got all of it written down. And he's like, and like the songs playing in the classroom was like one of them days. And he's like repeating the lyrics as it goes on. And everybody in the class is like, what? It's like me, Keith, Kevin, all of us were like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's like, oh, I wrote down the lyrics. I so I can know the lyrics. And we're like, what? He's like, how else are you gonna learn the lyrics, bro? And I remember James Dean was there, and I look at James Dean, it's like, you're gonna listen to the song. And it's like, nah, you gotta write down the lyrics so you know the right lyrics. It's like everybody's like, no, bro.
No one does that. No one does that.
To the song and you know what you know.
And if you hear something wrong, it's just wrong.
It's just wrong. Yeah, exactly what it is. You don't fucking write down the lyrics.
Exactly.
It was so weird, bro. I was like, you just
had it on paper.
Yeah, he wrote down the entire lyrics.
I remember
this is before we was even printing things out like that. Yeah. He wrote this down by hand.
I remember like I'd be on my computer, I'd be like listening to music on YouTube and had the lyrics up on another page while listening to it, just reading the lyrics along with it. You know? I used to do that. You know?
Off, trying to time it perfectly.
Headphones
this
on.
Is 20% power, 50%, 20%.
And I had a headset on, so you think you sound good, and you're just like.
When you got the headphones on, you always say you sound good.
Exactly, right? You're hitting the notes.
Just 20% skill. You know it was that.
100% reason to remember the and so you're just like
just come back home.
Where'd you go? I miss you so.
Feels like it's been for you're hitting that note high. You really think you're hitting that note? That's the thing.
I remember when Umbrella came out with Rihanna. That was one I used to sing too, bro.
That was a great song.
Exactly.
For me, it was like ever since I was a kid, I always thought I nailed I Believe I Could Fly. I believe I can fly. Yeah. You just think you're like killing it.
So you're holding your dick.
Yeah, I sound like R. Kelly, literally.
Really, you sound more like Ja Rule.
Murder.
Your smile.
I remember like one of the funniest random moments ever. That like I met Joey Ryan's little brother like 5 times tops, but there's just this one time I remember at a house party, like we're literally all just getting it. We're out there drunk as shit. I just remember like I'm dancing Joey Ryan's little brother, Zach Ryan, comes to me and just in my ear, he's just like, X gonna give it to you. And like as I look back, he's just walking away. I'll see him for the rest of the night. For some reason, I always remember that, bro. Like all the time, him just saying that. It's like, isn't it weird? How many times have you done that to someone and they remember that? And you like,
it's stuck.
You don't even remember doing that.
No, yeah, and like they were like, bro, I thought that was funny as shit. You're like, oh, did you like? Because I never thought about that ever again. But here it is, stuck in your head.
You know how stupid you are as kids. We're like. I remember this one time that we went to play
Dummy
Risk.
kids.
It was me, Zach Ryan. This is another memory. My only other memory was Zach Ryan. It's me, Zach Ryan, and Jeff O'Connor. And we're like, we went to play Risk. Or
like, hey, you put the full name. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And we're like, we went to play a game because me and Jeff have laughed about this so many times.
Yeah.
Bro. We go over to Mike G's and like he wouldn't let us borrow the game we wanted. I forget what it was. So we're just like, what? We're like, you're not our fucking friend, bro. That's fucked up. Like, you're just kind of being spiteful, you know? Like, he was being a dick. So, like, it's just like 11 o'clock at night. It's like 12 o'clock at night, bro. We're out back of his house. We all got, like, metal pipes and wood, and we're sharpening it on the alley ground. And we're just like, bro, we're going to go up to his door, and we're going to tell him, you're going to let us borrow that game or we're coming in. Like, that's literally how dumb we are, bro. But it's so funny because we're sitting there.
You're sharpening shit.
We're sharpening shanks, basically, dog. As we're doing that, Mike G had no idea 3 killers were out back of his house ready to kill him that night.
Sharpening shit.
But as we're doing that, bro, out of nowhere, just Mark Blair comes down the alley. And he just sees us like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And we're just like, about to go to Mike G's. I just keeps walking. It's just so weird. Like I always remember thinking about like, does he remember that? You know? It's like we're just like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're just sharpening shanks, like in the middle of the alley.
Well, it's like he's not even sure you're sharpening anything. He's just watching you scrape. He's watching you scrape something against the ground.
Someone should have called the cops for us.
And you had the idea that you would go up and threaten this guy.
We were gonna threaten someone with us.
Once, like when we wanted the bar controller from Tyler Tucker. And we decided to go out there and just run up in his house.
An idiot kid.
And take shit.
Idiot kid, bro.
Took his kind of.
But then you realize, oh, Tyler, you were lying to us, you motherfucker.
He's young us to get out from through text.
Yeah, that was so weird.
To this day, I have no idea where he was.
Bro, he was under his dad's bed.
That's so weird.
I'm pretty sure he was under his dad's bed or in his dad's closet.
But then you imagine this: he's texting from his dad's bed.
Yeah, get out! You're in my house. How do you know?
Get out of my goddamn house! Oh man, bro. Oh fuck!
It's weird because I would have been like, man, I can beat these guys up.
Y'all can't. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna come out and fight y'all. Like,
yeah, I'm fighting you guys. I'm just like, get the fuck out.
He's rapping my house because that was the thing. Like,
we read his diary.
We just did whatever we wanted because his dad was never home.
Yeah,
you know that was the big thing. It was like, and Tyler was never the type of guy to be like, I'll fight you coming here.
Remember the one time we were having a party, his dad opened the door.
Yeah,
and we're just like, we all just running out the fucking front door. I was
the last one out. I threw everything under the couch.
We just gunned it, bro. I wasn't even thinking about nothing.
Everything under the couch.
I was just thinking, we're done for.
Liquor, weed, everything, and went under the couch.
Yeah, that's the best thing you could have done.
And then I remember, like, his dad walked over by the couch, was like, I think you need to go home, Steven. I'm just like, okay.
that picture from that day, man, is like my favorite picture of all time, man.
Oh, y'all jetted.
Dog, we got the fuck out of there.
Y'all got loose.
I was right next to the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all I had to do was get up and go.
There was 3 people going through the doorway at once.
But when I watch that picture, like I look at that picture, it's just so funny. Like seeing Jeff just obliterated, Nebby just out of this world. And you see me just like playing this guitar with headphones that are plugged into nothing.
Everyone's literally like cheeks are just like flushed red, just like.
And it's like
completely.
It's like literally an album cover. That's what it looks like.
You can look at us and see that we're drunk.
Yeah.
That's literally like. I remember my sister was talking about like you can clearly see they're all drunk. Like, well, when you were young, you didn't really see it, but now
best picture of all time is Jeff in that fucking stroller now. That's the best picture of all time.
We'll post it here one day.
Yeah, we're gonna post it on here one day,
man.
We gotta remind the world. I usually have did it every couple year post, and I haven't did it in a while with Jeff, but I'm gonna bring it back.
I'll post it again for you.
Yeah, I want it to be known.
We got
just his eyes.
It's the stone cold look, just like stroller, just
looking up at the world.
And then like the red eye from the camera's on, so you see his eyes open.
He been drugged.
Yeah. We could have left. Like, I'm surprised he got up and caught back up again.
Yeah, well, we dragged him.
I thought that was it because I remember we threw it over. We were like, "Fuck this," to chip it over, and we're like, "We're done. We're done with Jeff.
We're done with carrying you, bro."
Yeah, he came along.
Sorry for that, Jeff.
He strangled along, man. Thank you, everybody. I think that'll be the.
Keep tuning in.
We appreciate it.
Thanks everybody for
Like,
checking
share,
it out.
subscribe.
Foley, I see you in
Shout
the
out.
comments. I love it.
Tuning in this whole time. We'll go back and read these comments, man.
Come
We
on,
appreciate
Foley,
it.
man. We're waiting for you for a guest appearance.
Like, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, everyone.